Greedy. Welcome.
Empty words, a dirty trick. Feeding anger, causing hate. It's time to change before too late. Rise above, break the mold. Find your voice, let truth be told. Shadows fade, light unfolds. Liberate your mind and soul. It's a cult, it's a lie. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Break the chains, cut the ties. Before it's too late, realize. It's a cult, it's a lie. Open your eyes, break the chains, cut the ties. Before it's too late, realize.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, happy Monday. We are once again, alright, back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Rise above, break the mold. Find your voice, let truth be told. Shadows fade, light unfolds. Liberate your mind and soul. It's a cult, it's a lie. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Break the chains, cut the ties. Before it's too late, realize. It's a cult, it's a lie. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Break the chains, cut the ties.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. We don't got all morning to do this. Alright, you know what this is about. Alright. Alrighty then.
It's like I'm stuck in time.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Alrighty then. So lovely to see you all. Seriously. We got a lot of work to do. Alright.
It's deja vu when I'm running up these reps.
Alright, happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again back live. You know what's going on.
I'm on top of my game, head of the class. You can tell that I made it.
Look at my graph. That's a good line now that I think about it. I said it, so it's a good line.
I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. This is
how it's supposed to happen when you're rich and famous. I guess we going viral cause my Zodiac.
I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet.
Let's go. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. Alright, you know about that. Oh yeah, here comes the hate. Here comes the hate right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the hate. The hater right here. Hater alert.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's life in a couple of days. That shit was radical. It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
Oh, that's a hater alert right there. Hater alert? That's what it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's so nice to see each and every single one of you. It really is. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. All right. It is March 3rd, 2025. And once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I am your pilot. And you know exactly why we are here. All right. But before we get into all of that, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you out there who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or some like to say Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. The second H as well because I'm humble. There's nobody more humble than me, honestly. All right. If I get it wrong, I'll be the first to apologize. All right. And then the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because you've guessed it. I am and will always remain the most handsome. Check out my features. Seriously. Thank you, Lady Boss Monet. Nice to see you. James. Oh, wow, Lady Monet, thank you so much. Snuggles didn't own anything, sir. So if I were you, I'd relax right now before it gets ugly in here. Speaking of relaxing, many of you know exactly what we do over here on this side of TikTok, on this side of town. What we do is we hold those people who voted for Donald J. Trump, despite all of the information we gave them throughout the entire Biden presidency. We hold these people accountable for what they did. As far as I'm concerned, it's treason. It's a crime, definitely. And you know what? And so we hold them accountable because we're not going to let these people get away with all of the gaslighting and the lies that they said to all of us throughout Biden's presidency. Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, speaking of that, right? And so what that means is this. Do I have any Trump supporters out there? Please identify yourselves. I don't need you to come up in the box right now. I just need you to identify yourselves. Any Trump supporters out there right now? Anybody that voted for Donald J. Trump right now? Just identify yourself. And by the way, thank you so much for sharing the live. Kia, Kia in the chat. Any Trump supporters out there? Any Latinos? Michael, any Latinos for Trump? Any blacks for Trump? Black out there? Any of you out there? I don't understand why you all are not identifying yourselves, all right? I mean, at this point, your daddy's in the White House. You got the control of the House and the Senate and the Supreme Court. I don't understand why you're all scared to speak up. I know why you're scared, because you know just like I know what's going on in this country. So listen up to those Trump supporters hiding in the chat, because they don't want to speak. They don't want me to expose them and do what I do. I'm going to give you the opportunity of a lifetime. All right. I'm going to give you the opportunity to leave this live, go on about your miserable morning and live your miserable. You got to be some of the most miserable people on the face of the earth. Leave this live because I promise you, I'm going to bring so much overwhelming truth, especially about your dear leader, that it's going to make you cry. And I don't care. I really don't care if it's going to make you cry. All right. But get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I honestly mean that. I am getting just the level of disrespect that these Trump supporters have for these lovely United States is beyond me. When you were going to school and you learn about American history, we learned one thing. The United States and Russia, they're not BFFs, right? Russia is our adversary. We've learned this over and over and over. And as a matter of fact, some of us actually took tests. And then you said Russia is our friend. And you know what the teacher gave you? The teacher gave you an F, right? Because you can't say Russia is your friend. You cannot convince anybody in their right mind that Russia is their friend. Case closed. So when I hear that the sitting president of the United States sides with Russia over America, I just can't understand how you Trump supporters can fix your lips or type or even get on the internet and say one thing about America first when it is clearly Russia first with MAGA, not over here with me and not with the fellow Democrats, because the Democrats know. So what I want to do is this. Number one, let's talk about what Slim Shady did yesterday. I got to give it up because he's an artist. I'm an artist. All right. In the same genre. Right. He had a concert yesterday. All right. And, he said some very powerful things to Donald J. Trump and his supporters. So let's get this on the record.
So ready. I'm not about to stand up here and use this fucking stage for some kind of a platform to be all political and shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't want to cause any controversy, so I won't say no names. But this motherfucker Donald Trump, I can't stand.
Thank you. I know we can't stand Donald Trump. That's what he said.
So, before we get into this next song, lady, we would like to request something of you. When I say fuck, you say Trump. Fuck. 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 because he's got our country fucked up.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and give Eminem a round of applause. Right? That's what even Slim Shady knows. All right. And so with that being said, we're going to start our first round of booze and shame off, obviously, with guess who? Donald J. Trump and his supporters, because it's clearly us versus them, and we don't want them in this country anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Donald Trump and his supporters the first round of booze and shame. I knew it.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Now, somebody in the chat just said, Zeus, you support hate. And I said, well, obviously, this person is deranged. They could send me a guest request if they want to. But I guarantee you I'll annihilate them like they've never been annihilated before, because I won't allow them to get away with not even a fraction of a lie, not even a 0.1% of a lie, because you Trump supporters have been fully exposed. Are you looking at what's happening right now? You see these town halls in red areas of the country. You got real Americans showing up saying, what has Donald Trump done? He's trying to cut my Social Security. He's trying to, oh, look at that. There's Jeffrey right there. All right, Jeffrey, send me a guest request. Jeffrey, I got a question for you, Jeffrey. This is real. Hey, so Jeff, did you hear that Elon is asking federal employees to tell them the 5 things they did last week still? Did you guys hear about that? You didn't hear about Elon? Oh, Jeffrey, I don't give a Jeffrey, you're from hell. You're a demon, Jeffrey. I don't care what part of the planet you think you're from. You're not even on Earth as far as I'm concerned, Jeffrey, because you can't even think for yourself. Jeffrey, what were the 5 things you did last week? I want a Trump supporter to come up here and tell me what 5 things they accomplished last week. Yeah, you see what they can't do? I ate a box of Cheez-Its. I listened to Fox News. I read some of Trump's post on Truth Social. I didn't get up and go to the gym or do anything, and I collected a Social Security check. That's not work. That's called being lazy. You Trump supporters. And you know what's even worse than that? We got a list of the 5 things Donald Trump accomplished last week. Do you all want to hear it? Do you all want to know what the 5 things Donald Trump accomplished last week were? And this is from a great credible source. All right, so this is according to Ben Meiselas on Midas Touch. He lists the 5 things Donald Trump accomplished last week, and I said he did all of that because, by the way he was moving last week, I didn't see him do it like this. But you know what? These are 5 things Donald J. Trump did, and I want you all to think he's doing this because he's putting America first. All right, so let's go ahead and get this on the record.
Donald Trump, name me 5 things that you did this week. 1, you posted a bizarre Trump Gaza AI video with bearded men dancing with cleavage hanging out. 2, you gave old redacted Jeffrey Epstein files to MAGA influencers who were holding them up like prize trophies and took selfies with them, and they weren't actually the Epstein files. They were call logs that were released in 2021, which had your name on it. 3, you brought the Tate brothers, who face human trafficking charges, back to the United States from Romania. 4, you backtracked on making IVF free. 5, you went back to Florida to play more golf after humiliating the United States in the Oval Office by attacking President Zelensky with J.D. Vance by laundering Russian talking points. So I guess those are the 5 things that you did this week, Donald.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, do you hear all of the things Donald J. Trump did? Oh, yeah, I forgot, MAGA. I forgot one thing. Ben Meiselas, he's very good, but he forgot to put this on the list. He found a way to poop his pants. Great job, Donald Trump. Great job. Any Trump supporters out there want to put their face next to that right there? Because I know you all are some sick people. So ladies and gentlemen, you know what we're going to do? Let's go ahead and warm up the lake of fire, because those 5 things that Donald Trump accomplished last week did absolutely nothing to help the everyday American. Not one thing, but it helped Russia. So it's Russia first with Donald Trump, not America. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Donald J. Trump straight to hell. That was the laziest, worst 5 things I've seen in a week from a president of the United States in my life. Let's send him straight to hell.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
I just just can't believe I see Trump supporters in my live acting like a bunch of snowflakes and a bunch of sissies and stuff like that. You know what? You must not have heard the message that I gave you at the top of the live.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I really do mean that. Whether it's Russia or North Korea, whatever you all believe and subscribe to, you know what? It's America. It's a free country. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But get this. If you want to be a treasonous traitor, do us all a huge favor. Let's go ahead and get you where you need to be at. Russia, North Korea, Mars, right? The moon. You know, Elon sent a rocket to the moon this weekend, right? I was praying. Because it was, you know, Artemis, he sent the rocket with NASA, you know. And this is the funniest thing ever, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear, you know what? I didn't want to bring this ridiculous meeting up that happened on Friday because it's complete embarrassment. But you know what? I'm going to have to do it because I got to get it on the record. Yeah. Elon sent a rocket to the moon, Artemis, all right? And I was praying, dear God, please let there be a Trump supporter on that rocket. And there was no Trump supporter, right? Oh, my God. I wish one of y'all would get on that rocket and go to the moon and start whatever it is. I know, but they weren't there. Hopefully we'll get them on there. One thing we also need to address is the economy. And I just want to get this on the record in terms of the economy, because the tariffs are supposed to kick in between Mexico and Canada tomorrow. And, you know, they're saying that the people are just, the consumer confidence is in the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. So to all the Trump supporters who thought Donald Trump was going to make America great again somehow, I just want to get this on the record for you.
The car dealership, a line down the street in New York for a free egg giveaway as prices for eggs continue to spike.
Time like this, we felt it was our duty and responsibility to just make eggs accessible.
Meanwhile, Denny's has reportedly become the latest restaurant chain to impose a new surcharge to meals made with eggs.
Wow.
This all comes as more Americans are getting
request.
nervous about the economy. According to the nonpartisan research group The Conference Board, consumer confidence dropped for the third straight month in February, and it's the largest monthly decline since August 2021.
Wow.
Uncertainty is rising. People don't know if they'll have a job or if someone that they know will have a job.
This is a sharp reversal from a short burst of consumer optimism that showed up after President Trump was elected in...
So, ladies and gentlemen, consumer confidence is in the trash. Americans are losing their jobs. All right. You know what job stands for? Where I'm from, it stands for just over broke. All right. And so imagine that you had a job and then all of a sudden you don't have the job anymore. Yeah, just over broke. Because guess what? Donald J. Trump says you don't need a job. I'm just going to cut your water off. And I'm going to, fire a bunch of you supporters of mine that voted for me. I'm going to get you out of the federal government. Because guess what? To me and Elon, you're just a bunch of fraud, waste, and abuse. And so now these Trump supporters are heading towards the unemployment line and they're realizing, they don't even qualify for unemployment because Trump is cutting that off too. They're cutting off Social Security and they're cutting off your Medicaid. Guess what, MAGA? Congratulations. You're on your way straight to hell. First, you got to stop at this first pit stop called being broke. Like I said, you won't be woke, but you will be broke. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send these Trump supporters who still don't see it straight to hell once again.
Silence, you MAGA.
Did you all hear about these fires, these wildfires burning in South Carolina? Did you all hear about that? 175 wildfires. And guess what Donald J. Trump is doing while these wildfires are burning? He's dancing at Mar-a-Lago, all right? This is what he's doing. So he's dancing the YMCA at Mar-a-Lago while South Carolina is burning. And I said the symbolism of that, right? This is what I mean when I send you Trump supporters straight to hell. I want you to think about this because you brought this on yourself. He's getting rid of FEMA, right? There's not going to be any help. And so when you say, and he's there with Elon, by the way. So I said these Trump supporters, they do not understand that they are prime candidates for hell. Yeah. Does anyone out there feel sorry for a Trump supporter? Be honest. Does anyone out there feel sorry for these Trump supporters? Good morning. Does anyone out there feel sorry for MAGA? Yeah. Do you see how much you are despised, MAGA? You are scum of the earth. And the funniest thing is the only place that you all feel comfortable at right now is Fox and X. Outside of Fox and X, you Trump supporters, no one likes you. Because we can't understand how you allow this guy, a billionaire, and Elon Musk, another billionaire. He has a cabinet, 13 billionaires. How all of a sudden they became the voice of you. You're all sitting on your couches suffering right now. Cars are going to cost an extra $10,000 to $12,000 as a result of his so-called economic relief policies. Cutting your prescription medication. Oh, just hang in there. I got something for you. You see it over there on his platform, Truth, or I call it Lie Central, and you all don't get it. So yeah, you see these people in the chat. They're not telling you the truth. I mean, they're telling you the truth. No one likes MAGA. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're at right now. And I didn't want to do this, but we're going to have to address the elephant in the room. This ridiculous conversation he had with Zelensky and JD Vance.
Even you, but you have nice ocean.
Now, I want to set the groundwork for this conversation because I didn't say it, and I said I got to say it on TikTok when I go live. Anyone out there that believes President Zelensky is somehow the aggressor or in the wrong, I gotta say this to you. Get the hell out of the United States. Get the hell out of... And I don't even like to use strong language like that because you know my mom is watching. Get the hell out of this country. What on earth is going on in your rabbit mind? And actually, I can't even say rabbit because rabbits are more intelligent than you Trump supporters. You're going to invite... Just look at the optics. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. You don't invite somebody to your house and try to jump them and do it on national television. Whatever the issue was, whatever it was, you went about that, sir, as far as I'm concerned, in a way that was it was an embarrassment to the United States. As a matter of fact, there's a clip I think this brother said it the best. All right, this brother right here said it the best. This is what he said. I'm going to get this.
Imagine waking up to this. Imagine waking up to this.
Mm-hmm. This is a war-torn country that you see that I see.
And this.
Mm-hmm.
And this. And imagine being in charge of that, the leader of that, the president of that, waking up every day and that's your world that you're living in. And then to have some privileged prick ask you why you're not wearing a suit. It's all fun and games when you wake up every day, play a couple rounds of golf, smoke cigars, have a few drinks, eat steaks with your buddies. You can't relate to war and war-torn countries. You can't even begin to fathom what that's like. People are dying, women and children, and have lost everything. Why aren't you wearing a suit? I'm embarrassed to be an American. Completely embarrassed.
You hear that? And I'm with you, brother. I've never been so embarrassed to be an American in my life. The fact that I have to live and share airspace, sit in traffic with people that I know voted for Donald Trump and literally are siding with Vladimir Putin. It's a complete embarrassment to this great country of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, and it's been a rough morning because I've gone through so much, and this isn't even everything. But you get where I'm at right now. You understand why I'm very upset right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's send these Trump supporters once again straight to hell for being an embarrassment to this great nation of ours. All right, now where are all of the Zeus haters out there? I see a bunch of people have been saying, Zeus, bring me up. I'll bring you up right now. Put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. But you better be honest, honestly, because we don't got much time. This country, as far as I'm concerned, you know exactly what's about to happen. You know, a lot of you're going to end up possibly getting this country into World War IV, and you know exactly what you did to get this country into World War IV. Put a 1 in the chat. Where are all those crybabies at? You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You got to get the truth out here so that they can't run from it, because they want to get up in here and they want to go, oh, Zeus, I got something to say. They do that. Patricia, are you a Trump supporter? Patricia, they want to interrupt me when I'm rocking and rolling and I'm cooking and booking and getting that truth out there because they don't want me to be able to get this information to all of you. But you see how I've babysat them. Now they're sitting in the background going, I don't know what way to come up there and try to talk to Big Zeus because I know what's going to happen. He's going to give me all of this information that Fox and X hasn't been giving me. So they sit there and they cry. Y'all hate it. Y'all leave. You think that's what I say to you, Mr. You're not a moral warrior. If anything, you're just immoral. You're an immoral creature. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to get this knucklehead to come up here and say whatever he feels he needs to say to me in the chat, but he obviously doesn't want to say it. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right on up here. Immoral warrior. Put a request in here. Otherwise, I'll tell my mods, you know what the rules are. If I tell these knuckleheads, these knuckle draggers to get in the box, and they don't get in the box, you know what to do. Put them in a straitjacket. We don't need any Russian bots polluting my chat with their lies. Yeah, morals. Okay, I'm trying to get them up there. Okay, but there's no ability. So listen, are they sending me a guest request? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. You know, I go back and forth. We do MAGA or deranged folks, and then I try to, get them the truth, and then I'll talk to some of the mutuals, and we go back and forth. And if you don't get it by then there's judgment. All right, look at that. We have Gregory. All right, Gregory, come on up here, Gregory. I knew somebody out there that needs to be saved and rehabilitated would reach out for help. Hey, Gregory, greetings. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing, Zeus?
I'm all right. You voted for Donald Trump, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. What is your assessment of that meeting that he had with Volodymyr Zelensky on Friday?
Absolutely wonderful.
Why?
Because Zelensky made a fool out of himself. He made a fool out of himself, and Trump set him straight.
What part of the country are you in, first of all? What part of the country?
I'm down in Mississippi.
Okay. All right. And what was the highest level of education, if you don't mind?
I'm a graduate 12th grade.
Okay. All right.
Moss Point High School.
Okay. So I understand. You think Donald Trump put Zelensky in his place based on how that meeting went, don't you?
If you got a man who wants to come over from a foreign country to the United States and act the way Zelensky did, talk to J.D. Vance the way he did, Trump can straighten him up.
Okay, but have you heard of a such thing as Southern hospitality where you're from?
Yes.
What are you supposed to do when you invite people over?
Be polite.
What else?
Common
courtesy. Be polite. That's how I was raised, and I'm not even from the South. I'm in California, a Democrat state, and I knew better. Now, if you are the most powerful person, if you're the most powerful person on the planet, what are you doing beating up on somebody that's not even as powerful as you? Does that make you look strong or weak, Greg?
Well, I just look at it like this. America with Biden gave that man $300 billion.
Greg, that's a lie. It's $110 billion. He keeps overinflating it to make you all get even more upset. You know Donald Trump is a documented liar. You know he is a fraudster. You know he's a criminal. You're better off trusting Zeus. And I would tell you, don't even trust me, because the Bible says trust no man. But I would say you should trust me before you trust Donald Trump. Now, I'm asking you, because we can get into the politics in just a second. You understand Southern hospitality, and you understand what a bully is. If you're the strongest person, you get how many points for beating up somebody that's weak?
You don't really get any points.
It's like you guys with this whole transgender thing. You all get upset. Oh, it's just a man in there beating up on women. That's kind of how y'all look at it. So look at it with that lens, if you don't mind. All right, and no offense to the people in the community. I just have to put it to this guy like this because I'm doing something he's never had done to him. You see the issue now, Greg. Zelensky, he's in his military gear because it's war happening over there. He has to deal with every day getting a call about women being SA'd. You know what SA'd means, right?
I sure don't.
Oh, well, sexually assaulted, sexually abused. All right, because the Russians are kidnapping women and children and doing nasty things to them. You understand that's what's going on over there?
I can picture it, yes. I wouldn't want to picture it.
Cities full of Ukrainians are dealing with everyday bombings. All right?
We've got that kind of trash in America.
Huh?
We've got that kind of trash in America.
No, what trash?
Are you talking about the sexual assaulting?
Yeah, that's happening here, and you would be surprised it's not mainly happening because of the immigrants. Honestly, it's happening because of other Americans, some of whom are Christians. We'll get into that later, but I want to paint the world that Zelensky is living in your mind. So he has every day other Ukrainians reaching out to him because he's the president, reporting on the harm Russia is causing other Ukrainians. You understand this? He's, drone attacks, missiles flying and hitting and bombing cities. Greg, are you there? Greg, come on back. Come on back, Greg. Greg. See, I knew, Greg. I knew this was going to happen. As soon as we get into the meats and potatoes, that demon inside of you starts to get a little worried. Greg. And this is the demon right here, ladies and gentlemen, in full form, realizing. You see how he had that animosity in his voice when he got in the box, right? Because I know what I'm doing up here. Greg, I'm going to drop you down, Greg, before I get to judgment. Greg, send me another guest request. Greg, send me another guest request because I wasn't done. I'm doing the Ali shuffle. I'm doing a rope-a-dope on Greg. Greg, put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you back up here. I wasn't done with you, Greg. But ladies and gentlemen, Greg, he got the picture. The thought of the world Zelensky lives in terrified Greg. That stuff Fox News and X and Donald Trump won't show Greg or tell him. But now Greg gets it. And he wants nothing to do with it because he feels like a plumb dumb fool getting up here and saying Donald Trump somehow put Zelensky in his place. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to do this because Greg seemed like he was on the verge of being rehabilitated. But Greg, running from your problems is not a good way to live your life. Trust me, champ. I used to do that and it never worked out well. You got to face your fears. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fire baptize Greg. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send Greg straight to hell, all right, because he tried to get in my box and talk down on those less fortunate than him, and we caught him, and that's not very Christ-like, and he knows it. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg, go to hell.
Silence, you matter, demon.
These are the same people. Oh, we don't think men should be in women's sports because that's how they frame it, because they think there's a disability, there's a disadvantage. But then when you point out the hypocrisy of that angle, because look at what's going on with the United States being the most powerful country on the planet, Donald J. Trump being the most powerful person on the planet, they can't seem to process that what Donald Trump did, right? What Donald Trump did was unethical, and it was downright abusive, if you ask me. It is an embarrassment. It's downright abusive what Donald J. Trump did. You don't have all the cards. And the best part about that discussion was, and this is my favorite part, when Trump tried to tell Zelensky, if it wasn't for us, you would have been out in a week, unalived in a week. And Zelensky was on wartime. Zelensky's He stood up to Putin all this time. Donald Trump is a walk in the park to him. Zelensky was looking at Donald Trump and JD like, hey, buddy, relax. First of all, I already heard that from Putin. I wasn't even supposed to be here after 3 days. And look at me. I'm standing right here in the White House, in the Oval Office, telling you I ain't signing that ridiculous deal. Before I get off of what I got to get off, I'm going to get off my issue with you. You can't be lying and calling me a dictator and siding with Putin like I ain't trained to identify Russian propaganda. And then the other thing that I took issue with is Donald Trump is sitting up in that White House trying to take credit for what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden, if you want to use the $350 billion number, which we all know isn't the truth, it wasn't Trump that did that. That was Joe Biden. And how dare JD ask Zelensky to say thank you to what Joe Biden did after Donald Trump and JD repeatedly and still to this day continue to bash Joe Biden. Why would Zelensky thank you after y'all showed y'all hand and showed that y'all actually are siding with the Russians? Why should Zelensky thank you? And somebody said this, and I said we need to say it. Has Elon thanked the American people for all those government contracts that he's gotten? Has anyone seen Elon thanking the American people for all those government contracts? The answer is no. Yeah, I tell you, you Trump supporters, y'all are pushing the line in terms of just the level of treason, the level of ignorance that you're pushing into the United. We're not buying it. You know what, Trump supporters, go to hell.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
And I see them getting triggered in my chat right now. And it's because I'm waking their game up with all of this truth. They're like, Zeus, how much of that truth do you got in you, buddy? Because you're just letting it all out. You know what I say to these Trump supporters? They come into my live and they get triggered. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to ping pong this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to ping pong this. I got to bring up my sister, Takesha. Good morning, Takesha. How are you doing this morning? How are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm a little on the edge, if you could tell, but I got to dial it back because you know what they do on this app. But, I got enough of it out. Anyway, how are you doing?
Let me say this, Zeus.
Go for it.
The people that are so excited about the way Trump carried on Friday and trying to say that he made Zelensky bow down are the same people that run to the school when their child being bullied, are the same people that run to the supervisor when their coworker hurt their feelings.
Thank you.
And they are the exact same people that run the TikTok when you say something to report your page. So evidently,
W Takesha. Now that part. Running.
But they cheering on Donald Trump for bullying somebody next to him. DJ. I'm so sick of these hypocritical Trump supporters. There's nothing that man can do that they gonna criticize because he ran around and had a rally 50 times a week just so he could keep controlling their brains.
Amen.
So everything he's for, they're for. Everything he's against, they're against. I've never seen so many people love Russia in all of my life. Zeus, we have never liked Russia. But now you got these people that love Putin like he the best thing since sliced bread. And it's getting on my nerves, Zeus.
Main nerve. Ain't it? Your main nerve. You know you gotta say it.
These people don't even have their own brain anymore. Whatever Trump says, that's what it is. He pulling puppet strings. You pull a puppet from the top. He at the top. He pulling their strings. They brains on up with him. And everything he says, they for. It's ridiculous, Zeus.
Yes.
But let me say this, Zeus.
Go ahead, get it on out there.
On DJ Live the other night. We go to DJ at night.
Oh, DJ at night. All right, let's go.
Now, y'all missing the main point. Trump is doing nothing for America. But all he's doing is getting our allies to go against us. He tearing down the federal government from the inside out.
Yep.
It's because we are a part of his revenge tour. Trump is still mad because we voted for Biden over him. So when he made his list, Zeus, the United States was on it. And if they think he gonna do anything to make it better, they're living in the land of make-believe. This man is trying to pay us back.
Preach it, Takesha.
He is gonna pay us back for rejecting him. MAGA cannot see it, but they definitely gonna feel it.
Ooh.
And at the end of the day, guess what they still gonna do? I love Donald Trump.
Oh.
And he gonna be the wreck their life.
Amen.
Pay attention, Zeus.
No lies detected.
Pay attention. We are a part.
Go ahead, Takesha. Get it on out there, because there's somebody listening.
We are a part of his revenge tour.
Yeah. Ain't that
He's
something?
paying us back for not voting for him in 2020.
Wow.
And he picked the right people to help them that don't care nothing about the United States. Elon Musk don't care nothing about the United States. All he care about is getting his money.
Wow.
JD Vance is a ploy and a plot.
Amen.
He think he doing some, and baby, we forgot you as the vice president because we hadn't even seen you. Now all of a sudden you want to sit in the Oval Office with your little suit on, probably in there with you. You know, he was so angry because really he wanted to get with the couch. And the longer the meeting lasted, the longer he had to wait to get on that couch.
That part.
So that's why he was so angry, Zeus.
Tell
he
him,
really
Takesha.
wanted to get over there to that couch.
Yeah.
But you know, that meeting wasn't going fast enough.
Amen.
And it kept him from getting to the couch.
Yeah, and we can see right through his perverted little eyes, because you know he puts
right. I saw stars in his eyes when he looked at the couch. He was saying to himself, "I'm gonna get on you in a minute." Yeah, that's what he was doing.
And that's what when he honestly, Takesha said, or the guy behind him, that was Marjorie Trader Green's boyfriend. Why don't you wear a suit? I'm like, wait a second, is y'all trying to date Zelensky? What y'all wearing?
First of all,
yeah,
his suit was too little, so he shouldn't have said nothing to Zelensky about it.
Amen.
I mean,
you don't talk about another man's dress like his attire, like you trying to date him or something. What's going on?
That man is out there on the front line fighting with his country. He not sitting at no desk pushing buttons and drinking Diet Cokes.
Yeah.
That man is on the front line. Why would he wear a suit, Zeus?
No, everybody like me and you, Takesha, we know it's not time to be wearing a suit.
What was relevant about him wearing a suit?
Unless he's trying to get a date, all right? And he ain't there to try to date none of them
he
nasty.
He ain't trying to mandate.
Nope.
That man is
Tell him, Takesha. You Trump supporters, y'all
and
are...
let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Apparently, Zelensky was not scared of Trump.
No.
Trump got nowhere in that meeting because guess what?
What?
Zelensky still left there with his minerals.
Amen.
And Trump ain't got them.
Amen.
So there wasn't nothing exciting about that meeting, child.
Tell him, Takesha.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
It was planned. They planned on doing that man like that because they want to let Putin know we on your side. They tried to ambush that man. That man sat there and told them just what everybody else needs to let them know. We are not afraid of them.
Nope.
Donald Trump, I'm not scared of you because you ain't nothing but the wiz behind. You the man behind the curtain on the Wizard of Oz.
Amen. Go ahead, Takesha. You made these Trump supporters cry this morning.
They'll be all right. They got to stop being so foolish, Zeus. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
These same people that loving Putin ain't never liked Putin. We've always been against Russia. But now all of a sudden, because the man in office who is planning to destroy America, because we didn't vote for him, loves Putin, now all of a sudden, they love Putin too.
Amen.
Now they run around telling me Ukraine started the war. Stop it.
Stop the lies.
Cut the crap.
Oh, Zeus, go back to 2014 and this and that.
Cut the crap.
Thank you,
Learn how to have your own man.
Thank you, Takesha. You ain't talking to no Rudy Poots.
Y'all just being controlled.
Yeah.
Y'all call us sheep, but baby, y'all past sheep. Y'all some robots. Elon making y'all. Y'all beautiful. It's really embarrassing for real. I'm embarrassed at the way especially these MAGA men.
Yeah. Yeah.
You supposed to be men.
Yeah.
And you right here simping and got stars in your eyes for another man who ain't doing them but finna mess you up in the long run.
Amen.
Let it go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all ain't discussing no egg prices. Y'all ain't discussing no economy.
Nope.
He ain't discussing it either. But that's
Nothing.
why y'all say y'all want him. Y'all lied.
Yep.
Y'all want him because he a racist, and you thought that everything he did to somebody else was gonna affect somebody other than you.
Oh.
And now it's affecting you. You're around here with tears on your pillow and pain in your heart.
Out of Takesha's mouth, she said it, not me, because I can't go as far as Takesha goes.
I mean every word I say.
Oh.
Every word I say. You don't supposed to be bowing down to nobody but the Lord. And if you can't bend your knee to him, you don't need to be bending your knee to nobody else.
Amen. Amen. Well, listen
now
up,
I'm
Takesha.
done, Zeus.
Thank you. Thank you. W Takesha in the chat.
Thank y'all for the gifts. All right.
No lies detected. All right. All right. And this is what I'm trying to get across to you ridiculous liars that voted for Donald J. Trump. We are not going to allow you to escape any lie that you told us while Joe Biden was in office. Don't come up here. Well, Zeus, the reason that the bird flu, this is what they go. Oh, the reason that there's an egg shortage is because there's a bird flu. It's called the avian flu. And, Biden was doing this. And then, they get real scientific. And we were telling them back then that was the reason. And now all of a sudden you're going to repeat back to us what we told you. Like we don't know what it is. And then they go around, Zeus, Donald Trump is going to be delivering tons of eggs in June. He's negotiating great things. And I said, and this is what I told that MAGA demon, that was a deal Joe Biden negotiated that Donald Trump is trying to take credit for. And y'all silly enough to actually believe that Donald Trump has the mental capacity to sit down and talk with Turkey and negotiate eggs. If he did that, guess what? He would have put it all over the internet. He would have had all the cameras there. Where the cameras at if he was negotiating the eggs, MAGA? Show me the footage. You Trump supporters, like I said, y'all got to go straight to hell. Go straight to hell. Get out of here. Y'all some sick people.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Somebody want to talk to Big Zeus? Put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. You want to talk to Big Zeus? Put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. All right, WV in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, I'm going to fire baptize every Trump supporter that gets in this box, especially if they start lying. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right on up here. We don't got all morning to do this same song and dance. All right, let's go. Let's go. Who do we got here? I saw you. Who is this? Eric, you voted for Trump?
No, sir.
Oh, well, listen, brother. I'm going to go back to the audience, but send me a guest request. Eric in the chat. I got to go back and forth one at a time. Request back, brother. I'll bring you up. Put a 1 in the chat. Honestly, if you voted for Donald J. Trump, yeah, and I will bring you right on up here because we got to talk. We got to get you this MAGA demon right out of you. Yes, W. Eric in the chat. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you voted for Donald J. Trump. I'll bring you right on up here. DJ, where did you go? I saw you sent me a guest request. I guess you saw what me and Takesha did, DJ. I saw DJ. He sent me a guest request. Not you, DJ, the other DJ, the one that's MAGA, that's possessed, that leaves disgusting comments on all of my videos. DJ, where did you go? All right. Oh, no problem, Eric. I get it. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right on up here. We don't got all day. All right. You know how this show needs to go. Oh, okay. I see somebody. Somebody says, let Tim up. All right. Y'all said bring Tim up. All right. This is going to be easy to deal with. Tim, what do you want to talk to Big Zeus about?
Oh, you were asking what we thought about the meeting at the White House. Zelensky had one job and he failed.
Oh, okay. So you're doing some. This is what I call white belt. This is a white belt karate tactic. You don't got the black belt.
No, he had one job and he failed.
So
his job was to come in and say thank you. It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican. I'm not trying to say that. The president of the United States is funding his war. His job is to say thank you. And where do I sign to stop this? He doesn't want the war. He doesn't want it to stop because he loses his cash cow if it happens.
Do you believe that with your whole heart? The dog is even telling you you're wrong.
No, the dog's barking at another dog.
The dog is telling them. I love it when the dog tells the people. Now listen. No. I'm going to address this.
Go ahead.
I'm going to address this. Now, what was Trump's job?
Trump's job was to invite him to the White House.
Wrong.
And talk to him about a peace deal.
No. Okay. No. Trump is trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize because he's so jealous of Obama.
That's
number one.
Opinion.
So, number two, this is a deal. This is a deal Donald Trump created. This is his deal.
Okay.
No one was talking mineral deal until Trump got into office. Trump says he's a great negotiator. So success would have been getting Trump. Jesus Christ, what's all that noise?
I'm walking my dog. So I have
Are you walking the dog or is the dog walking you?
Well, just like I dog walk you, I'm walking the dog.
Okay. I clearly understand the dog is walking you. Let me say this. So if Trump he sets this up, mineral deal, he has the whole world believing that this mineral deal is the greatest thing for Ukraine. All Trump had to do was get Zelensky to sign it. That was his job.
All Zelensky had to do was sign it. That's all Zelensky had to do was sign it.
Yeah, okay, but guess what? Trump had a job there. Get Zelensky to sign it. And you mean to tell me the most powerful person on the planet couldn't get little old Ukraine to sign that deal because he got got into his
cash cow if he signs it. He loses all the aid America is United States is giving him if he signs that deal.
So first of all, he's still getting the aid. Number one. Number two. Right after
all aid to him should be shut off. Let him fight Putin by himself and see what happens.
Did that happen?
He should. No, it didn't happen.
So listen to your logic. Listen to your logic. Even what you thought should have happened didn't happen. Zelensky's still getting money.
Because
wait.
I have no power. Listen to what, that's why. I have no power. That's why.
Tom, Zelensky is still getting money. If I'm going with your narrative. So Trump didn't stop that.
That's why I said it should be. I didn't say it was.
And then he went to the UK and got some more money.
Okay.
And he also somehow got more support from other countries.
Good.
So
that means we don't have to pay him as much.
No, but I just told you, and you agreed that we're still paying.
Did I say we weren't?
So what is your angle then? What did Trump accomplish? Not a doggone thing.
Because Zelensky didn't want to lose.
Zelensky came up at the end of the day, right? Because he's still getting money from the United States, and then he went to UK with Keir Starmer and a bunch of other countries, and he got more money. So Zelensky came up, and guess what?
If he Tom. Then we don't have to pay him as much.
Tom, we didn't even get the minerals.
I don't care. Zelensky had one job and he failed. His job was to come say thank you and sign the deal. That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
But we agreed Zelensky's still getting money from the United States, and he's got more money because of the other countries that are now supporting him. What did the United States get? What did the United States get? Say it with me. Not a doggone thing.
We showed that our president is not going to be bullied by somebody else who we're paying money to in support.
I could care less about optics. I'm asking, what did we get?
No, see, and you're going to say, "Oh, don't do that." But had Biden done the same thing to Zelensky, you guys would be saying it was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Tom, what did we get?
World leaders.
Tom, what did we get? Just say it with me. Not a doggone thing. You got some what? You got some video footage? Is that it? That's worth nothing right now. We need money. We need troops. All right, and we didn't get a thing. We're still giving Ukraine money.
I agree, and that's why I said.
So Trump. So guess what? Trump took an L because. Yes, he did. Because Zelensky's getting more. Trump got nothing.
Not for us. Not for us.
Trump got nothing, and as a matter of fact,
he wanted more money from us, and he didn't get it. He got it from other countries.
Okay, so you don't want to be honest today, and so.
Oh, I'm being honest. I agreed with
so let's do this correctly then. What did Trump get?
It wasn't. Leave it alone. Nothing.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. So stop.
No. He stood up to a foreign leader who just came there begging for more money, and he said no.
No, because he won't stand up to Russia. I'd give you something if he stood up to Putin. What has Trump said bad about Putin? Go ahead, say nothing once again. That's the answer to every question I ask you. Nothing. What has Trump said to Putin?
Nothing.
And what did he get? What did he get from Zelensky? What did he get from? What did he get from Zelensky?
Come into the White House and tried to treat Trump like Zelensky did.
Putin is playing 3D chess, actually 5D chess with Donald Trump. He's got Donald Trump literally repeating his propaganda out of the White House. So what did Putin get? Putin got a president that's repeating his propaganda.
Oh
even
my God!
To your point,
you
even Putin is getting something.
to twist this situation, won't you? You'll find any way to do it.
To your point, even Putin got something.
What did Putin get?
He got Donald Trump to push his propaganda, him and Vance and everybody else, and he gets a reporter in the White House. Putin is winning, bro.
This will be
so
what propaganda? This will be great. What propaganda?
Everything Donald Trump said. Didn't he say Zelensky is a dictator? Didn't he say Zelensky started the war? Doesn't he side with Russia right now? And he got one of his ambassadors to actually, and he actually got one of the ambassadors. Okay, so you still believe Donald Trump? All right, Tiny Tank Talk, Tim Tom. Judgment has arrived, and plus the noise in the background.
Hold on. If anybody else was in the position that Donald Trump is in, you'd say they did a great job.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I'm not blinded. I'm not blinded by the cult. All right, now listen. It's
Kamala Harris. You'd be like, oh, that's the greatest thing.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, you brought her name up, and we'll address that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom walking the dog, or as I should say, the dog walking him, and then I dog walked him too. And guess what he's got to do? He got to walk away knowing that him and I agree. Trump got nothing, and Zelensky leveled up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Tiny Tank Top Tim straight to hell. All that noise in my ear.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
And I told you don't bring up Vice President Kamala Harris, all right? Because when you summon Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, you're going to end up bringing back some things that you might not want to deal with. So since he brought up Kamala Harris, why don't we get this on the record, and then I'll go back to the box.
Donald Trump, he openly admires dictators and authoritarians. He has said he wants to be a dictator on day one if he were elected again as president. He gets played by these guys. He admires so-called strongmen, and he gets played because they flatter him or offer him favor. The commander-in-chief of the United States of America must stand strong and defend the principles that we hold dear. We should stand with our allies. We should strengthen the alliances that we have, such as NATO, which is the strongest military alliance the world has ever seen.
Yep.
We must stand with our friend Ukraine, where Russia is attempting to change borders by force. And then you hear, if everything I've heard about Bob Woodward's book is right.
You wanted it.
Donald Trump secretly sent COVID test kits to Putin for his personal use. I ask everyone here and everyone who is watching, you remember what those days were like?
I do.
You remember how many people did not have tests?
Tell them.
And were trying to scramble to get them?
Yeah.
You remember how rare it was to have one? You remember people by the hundreds were dying every day? We would watch the number every day being reported of people who were dying.
That part.
People who were in hospitals without their family.
Tell them, Kamala.
Where the only touch that they had was of a nurse that they hadn't met because the family could not get there. And this man is giving COVID test kits to Vladimir Putin? Think about what this means, on top of him sending love letters to Kim Jong-un. No, think about it. He thinks Vladimir Putin is his friend. What about the American people?
Amen. W. Kamala Harris. What about the American people? Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. These people know they are in deep trouble talking to Big Zeus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. All right, I'm going to bring up my next panelist. Good morning, Shay. I see you, Santana. Nice to see you, bro. I got you. All right, good morning, Shay. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. Just, we got to get this truth out here to these folks, Shay.
Yeah.
These people, they think we're going to allow them to get away with all of the stuff they lied to us about.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. And I'll pull up something real quick. Let's see. Yeah, you bring it up. Yeah, let's see if we can read this.
Mm.
So between 2014 and 2022, Ukraine had about 200 talks with Russia, and they reached about 20 ceasefire agreements.
Whoa.
Russia has violated every single one of these, leading to Putin's invasion.
Wow.
Years ago.
Wow.
So when Zelensky was in the Oval Office, the deal with Trump, he wanted to do the minerals deal. Okay.
Yeah.
When he wanted to do the minerals deal, Trump, in his whacked out mind, right? Because he knows nothing about military, knows nothing about war, knows nothing about any of this. So in his whacked out mind, he says, if we put a bunch of basically American industry miners there, right?
Right.
Then Russia won't invade because that'll start the war between us. So he thinks by having American civilians there would stop Putin from invading and would hold him to the ceasefire agreement.
Wow. This
is how delusional Donald J. Trump is. Zelensky, as you hear in the 45-minute conversation, everyone needs to watch the entire conversation, okay? Not just the comments. Watch the entire interaction. In the interaction, he says, I have told Trump not to trust Putin. This is why.
Yeah.
He's had plenty of ceasefires. So all the BS you guys on the right are claiming that Zelensky doesn't want peace is not true. They have brokered 20 ceasefire agreements since 2014. You have to understand this was going on for 8 years before the war started. That means 4 of those years were under Trump. Trump had the chance in his first term to get peace done, to get Putin to back off, to threaten, to understand that if you don't do this, we will put boots on the ground. Now, one of the things that this war has exposed is that Putin does not have the military equipment, nor the armory, nor the men to do a full-on war against any of us, including not only the United States, but any of these European nations, which now, as of 2 days ago, have pledged to not only give more money to Zelensky, but to put boots on the ground. Okay?
Yep.
That was embarrassing. While Trump was golfing, the leaders around the world were meeting with Zelensky and pledging their support to him because they and they alone understand who Putin is. And they understand that a lot of those countries, Latvia, all those guys, Estonia, all those guys were already part, and Poland were already part of NATO. So this BS that you guys said, but Ukraine, they don't want NATO on their borders. They've had NATO on their borders. They've had NATO on their borders for 20, 30, 40, 60 years.
Thank you.
This is not about Ukraine joining NATO. This is not about NATO, guys. You're believing all the Russian propaganda that Putin is telling you. Well, we had the Minsk agreement and they said that they wouldn't do this. He doesn't get to tell a sovereign nation what to do. He doesn't.
Thank you, Shay.
You wouldn't want other foreign nations to tell us how to run our business and what to do.
Better not.
At some point, y'all got to get your heads out of Putin's butt and understand what's really going on here. Zelensky was elected in 2019. His people still want him there.
Yep.
His approval rating is higher than Trump's.
Through the roof.
So stop believing all of this. Oh, and he's living high on the hog. No, one of the reasons he's been in a suit here. He's come in suits. There's plenty of pictures with him in suits. The reason he's not wearing a suit right now is because he's not using any money. He's giving it all back to the people, and he's living very poorly, basically. Because why in the world would he live high on the hog when most of his people are either fleeing the nation to survive as refugees or are living in rubble?
Thank you.
So that's why he's not going to show up in a 3-piece suit and looking all fine and fly.
DJ, you think Shay's lying? Come
I'm
talk
not
to us,
lying at all.
DJ. I would love to hear what you think Shay is lying about, bro. Because I haven't tagged you in about a good week. You need a weekly tagging from Big Zeus, DJ. Send Zeus a guest request. We'll straighten you right out.
Yeah, Elon Musk doesn't wear a suit to the house. Speaking of Elon Musk,
Yeah, I thought so.
see that he was down in Mar-a-Lago with his little ex, right, and his mom. They flew back on Air Force One in D.C., took Marine One to the lawn of the White House and walked into the White House. Elon Musk with his 4-year-old child and mother are literally staying at the White House.
I saw that, Shay, and I said, look at that. Has Elon thanked the taxpayers for financing his travel on Air Force One?
He's the richest American. Why are we paying for him to travel from Florida to the White House and living in the White House?
Yeah, exactly. Good. Anybody out there, please answer. Now, Shay, we got our
Yes,
we have our resident Scott Jennings, DJ. I call him Scott Jennings because, you know, he has to. You're seeing DJ does an outstanding job trying to defend MAGA, even though it's obvious it's getting a lot harder. So, DJ, what are you griping about, if you don't mind?
What was I not telling the truth on? Bet you didn't even know about these 20 ceasefire agreements.
I have no doubts that I am not a fan of Vladimir Putin.
Okay, we agree on that.
Well,
Neither am I.
For a man that obviously is.
Donald Trump is looking out for U.S. interest.
No,
Please let me. You ask me a question, and I'm going to answer.
I just didn't say anything, but I'm listening.
I'm going to land it very quickly. I promise you. Okay.
I will mute. Why don't you talk?
So,
me too.
He brought Zelensky in here. Zelensky's only job was to sign that agreement and be done with it. For whatever reasons, and if he decided that that's not the best deal for him and his country, then he did the right thing. Don't sign it. That's okay. I got no issue with that at all. But don't come here and expect us to spend billions and billions of dollars on a war that he can't win. So Donald Trump gave him a path and said, here's what you can do, and we'll get a ceasefire. Zelensky said, no, I'm not going to do that without assurances that the U.S. is going to back us if he breaks the treaty, just like y'all said he's done dozens of times in the past. So it's okay. It's simple. Then just you get all the support from Europe. You don't need us. It's okay. If you don't need us, that's fine. That's not a problem. But Donald Trump is looking out for American interest. And that makes a lot of people unhappy from other countries. And I'm sorry that does. Do you think Zelensky is looking out for his country, Zeus?
I think Zelensky is looking out for Ukraine. And I actually think it's bigger.
Do you support him?
Wait. I wasn't done.
Okay, sorry.
But I also think Zelensky is looking out for the world.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Did you see what I just did? I added it on to, because of course his loyalty would be to his people. But I honestly also, you and I must agree that a weak Russia is good for the United States, correct?
I think that.
Hold on now. I didn't ask you what you think. Is it correct, yes or no? Do you think a weak Russia would be good for the United?
Yes.
Okay, and we can all agree that however you feel about the way Biden handled it, Biden, through the support he gave Ukraine along with the other European countries, we've weakened Russia quite a bit. Their economy is basically overheating, from what I understand. It's a war of attrition, really.
So thousands and thousands
on both sides. So we've got them in a pretty weak position. Now, do we go ahead and finish this, or do we allow them to take a break and recoup and try to recharge and then come back 3 or 4 years later? That's the bigger issue. This is the global order thing. And so it's honestly, in my opinion, in the United States' interest to support Ukraine at this moment.
I support them, Zeus. I absolutely support them. I wish them the best. I hope that Zelensky gets everything he wants. But it's time for us to make a decision that we're going to look out for ourselves as well.
And then I'll say this, and then I'll let Shay add on to it. In the event things do not calm down in Europe, we all have history that tells us, right? It's going to lead to a wider spread conflict that could potentially draw the United States in. And the concern that I have is we're going to end up having to put Americans, boots on the ground in Europe. And I believe, I don't know about you, that before that happens, I would rather exhaust the money. You know, you get a lawsuit, for instance, you put money on that and you just let that kind of play out. That's the American way. So I don't think there should be a hesitation about sending funds to stop Americans from having to put boots on the ground, as opposed to just randomly saying, you know what, let's just go put boots on the ground and hold on to the money. If it's between holding on to the money or boots on the ground, wouldn't you say it's better we send the money?
Absolutely. No, sir.
Okay,
absolutely.
then. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Shay, please talk to Scott.
Go ahead, Shay.
No, DJ. I mean, I hear what you're saying. So just understand that I've heard you clearly, and all of us understand that. Yes, we want to make sure that we're not being used, right? And that we're not just handing out a bunch of money constantly, and nobody else is stepping up to the plate. But this is not the case. We are 17th on the list of helping Ukraine. We're 17th on the list. That means that most.
I don't mean to cut you off, Shay, but I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Are you saying that if you took a list monetarily of countries that participate, that in dollars, we are number 17. So there are 16 other countries that contribute more money than the United States does.
I didn't say more money.
Totally 100 billion, where most of the other countries have contributed a lot more than that.
Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure I understand. So if I've got 16 countries more that are donating more than the United States, okay, and what do you think? 180 the United States has donated?
Not 350 billion. I'll say that much.
No, I think the total is 115 or something like that. We have pledged 183. It's on a schedule. We have not sent out everything. So
okay, so let's say 115.
Not yet sent it all.
A round number of 115. So there are 16 other countries that are contributing more than that, correct?
That's my understanding, yes. And I'm going to double check my facts, but yes.
Okay.
Bottom line is we're not the only ones that have been funding this at all. Trump is lying about the number.
Totally agree.
Okay.
Totally agree. But I can't do the math in my head that quick, but how much money is that's going to Ukraine?
Well, it's 5% of our military budget. That's all it is.
Hey,
but no, my question is,
entire military
all of those countries, how much money is being contributed to Ukraine? Because you got to be talking trillions of dollars here now. Would you agree with that?
No.
No. Go ahead.
No, she just said that there were 16
countries. If you were to take hold on. You're trying to misconstrue this. The European nations do not have our GDP. Everybody this is based off of GDP. Yeah. But some of our our total GDP, I think we're right around 2 or 2.5%. Some countries are at 3 to 5% of their GDP that they put into this. As far as total dollars from the European Union versus us, they have actually given more than we have.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you. It was the GDP percentage, not the amount. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And who do you think has more to lose? Val?
Sir, we all have everything to lose. Here, hold on, because you talked about something the other day. Do you understand that when Zelensky came there Friday, it wasn't about a peace deal? Did you know that?
Oh, we have new intel. Greetings, Santana, by the way, champ.
Did you know that, DJ?
Did I know that he didn't go there for a peace deal? Absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't about a peace deal.
He went there to sign the mineral deal, right?
Right. It was the only thing that was about was a mineral deal. Agreed. Now, do you understand why the U.S. needs that mineral deal?
I think that mineral deal puts us in a better position versus China. Absolutely.
It's because of what we lost last week.
We lost how?
We lost all the mineral deals we had with South Africa last week.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Why did that happen, sir?
Wow.
I don't know how we completely changed the subject, and that's okay.
No, we're not changing the subject. I'm on the subject.
We're still on the subject. I can keep up, DJ. If you need help, I can help you keep up, but you should be able to do it.
Here's something for you to hold while I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead, Val.
Wow.
Do you understand why? Do you understand why we lost that mineral deal with South Africa?
Tell me, please. Tell me.
That would be because of everything that happened with U.S. aid.
Oh, it's all connected.
Okay, so U.S. aid.
So now hold on, sir. I want to ask you something from that point. That's why we lost the mineral deal.
Jesus Christ.
So the thing that I want you to understand right now is how important that mineral deal was and how easy it should have been to get done. Because he came there for that mineral deal for continuing support for Ukraine.
Hey, Val, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many other countries, well, I don't even necessarily need a number, but are there other countries that have similar mineral agreements with Ukraine?
No.
Well, not in the large scale, but other countries that have agreements to get minerals from Ukraine.
Well, I'm sure there probably is, but not many. That wasn't their big thing, right? Minerals are not their big thing. It's wheat and grain.
Yeah.
But we all know there's minerals there. The U.S. had a deal. That deal was supposed to be for the U.S. to be able to go in and dig minerals. Okay, it was a simple deal to do, but because a vice president and a president sat in front of another world leader and decide to chastise him over something that he's not even there for. Okay, we lose a mineral deal with Ukraine.
Sad.
Desperately needed minerals. And I want to go on the record just to say, so there are, Ukraine does have some smaller mineral agreement deals with different European countries, and even more so, Zelensky has doubled down since meeting and saying that the deal is still on the table. He's still willing to actually do the deal.
Oh.
So he hasn't completely pulled out. But DJ, I need you to understand a few things, and everyone in the chat, I need you to really, really take this in. Right. So the issue with what DJ's saying and what Trump supporters think is a good thing, right? With the United States actually taking a whole step back and, being quote unquote America first. This is the second time where the United States is really taking a stand and saying they're not going to necessarily do something when it comes to the world stage, right? The first time talking about tariffs and how they're going to put a tariff on, everyone, right? And then this time, pretty much taking a step back with the actual support of Ukraine. Now, we do know for a fact that these European countries are stepping up and they're supporting Ukraine, right? And they're giving them all of the support they need. But there's an interesting party that has stepped up twice now in these same situations. One saying, hey, if the United States is going to actually put on tariffs, then we'll trade with you. And then another situation recently saying, hey, if the United States doesn't want to negotiate peace, maybe we can step up and help negotiate peace. Hey, DJ, do you know what country that is?
Tell me.
China.
Say again, please.
China. And in both of these situations, China is now saying that they will step up and actually do what the United States is no longer doing. Also, let's not forget that now, since U.S. aid is being shut down, China is now also trying to use those same soft power humanitarian efforts as well. So literally, the United States is taking a step back in all these different areas while China saying, oh, you want to leave that void open? I'll take it. And this is what's even more interesting about that. So we know for a fact that there is the United States dollar. That's the big thing, right? It's backed by our military, blah, 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 blah. But we also know about Brinks, right? And their entire conversation that they've been having since 2023 is how do they actually create a shared currency that's outside of the US dollar? So now if they can actually get Brinks off the ground where they can actually trade without having to use the US dollar, couple that with the soft power that China now has, couple that with the fact that the United States is taking a step back on multiple stages and China is actually filling in on those multiple avenues, and knowing that most dynasties only last about 250 years, which surprise, surprise, the United States, 250 years old next year. all of this spells the end of a dynasty and also China rising to be the new power in the world because you want to be America first.
W Santana, W Val, W Shay, ladies and gentlemen. This is why having shows like this is very important. And I see people in the chat saying this is 4 versus 1. Well, listen, look at the crisis we're in this country. What else do we have to do to get this point across to you, MAGA demons? All right, let the real work that needs to be done happen. All right.
Can I ask a question, Zeus?
What are you confused? Okay? Go for it. What is the question? What is the question?
I'm trying to find. I see where there was absolutely a member of South African government that talked about suspending this mineral. It hasn't stopped, Val.
No, he said he's done, sir. That wasn't a dictator. That was the leader of South Africa, and he said they're done.
Has he done it?
I'm sure he has, sir. He's started kicking businesses out as well. I'm looking at 4 different
articles that say that he has not done it.
Sir,
so it's a matter of time.
Yeah. Sir,
anything,
so now we're talking. But he made himself very clear. He even talked to his people and said how this was going to hurt his people a little bit and how this was going to be the case. And then he started working a deal, like Santana said, with China.
And
DJ stepped up here and said that it cost us the mineral deal.
It did, sir.
It cost us anything at this point.
It did, sir.
It did.
It's speculation.
DJ, can I ask another question?
That came
Y'all want to talk about facts?
Talk about South Africa's mouth, sir.
DJ, and speaking of South Africa, I got a serious question. Elon over the weekend, DJ, suggested that we pull out of NATO. What are your thoughts on that? This is going to tell me everything I need to know, DJ, about you. The president of the United States says we need to pull out of NATO.
You asked me a question. You can let me answer.
Oh, well, it was taking you too long, and I'm getting, I'm on that edge right now.
Well, that's okay. I'm sorry that you're on edge, dude. But I don't think that we should pull out of NATO. But I think this is a great opportunity for the European community to pull themselves together and say, you know what? We don't necessarily need the United States. We appreciate anything that they want to do. And we appreciate their support.
You just missed everything Santana and Val
No
told you.
kidding. Where are they going to go to get those resources, sir?
Which
Do you really want China to step in?
Do you want China to be
more
that
powerful?
Absolutely not. I don't want China to step in.
Okay. They will take the place. They've been looking for this opportunity.
Are you saying, Shay, that if the United States pulls out of NATO, that China's going to join NATO?
It's not just NATO, sir. It's happening now. Canada.
Not just NATO.
Is this more speculation, Val, or is this
no
a
speculation, sir? Canada's already said this. Canada is now looking at China for resources and stuff that they were getting from the U.S. Mexico is now looking at China for things. South Africa is now looking at China for things. So now, please stop.
This is fear mongering at its best.
This ain't fear mongering,
Fear mongering, sir.
Actually happening as we speak.
Oh, yeah. Schools of thought.
Do you remember the conversation when Trump brought off the tariffs on Mexico and Canada? Oh my gosh, it's going to be the worst thing in the world.
What happened? What did the leader of Canada say Friday? What's going to happen Tuesday?
Just leave it with the. Just
tell me.
Sorry.
You're living. This is
no. You guys are fear mongering, trying to act like Donald Trump
This
is
is
Satan
coming
himself.
from the leaders of these countries.
Val, what country?
The Prime Minister of Canada made a giant speech Friday about what he was going to put in place Tuesday.
Well, let's see if it happens.
Hey, can I just hop in 1 second and say that this isn't fear mongering, DJ. I know you said that you
speculation.
Well, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Scott, come on now, Scott.
Because you're saying, like, I hear you as far as the, like, it hasn't been done yet, right? With the because I didn't know much about the South Africa actually pulling the mineral deal. So I used my Google machine, right? I looked it up, and what actually has happened, not only has the South African president gone on record specifically quoting saying, yes, this is what we're doing, but they actually started the process on Friday with informing the actual proper channels that let them know that we're doing this. This is not only now, this is one thing that I will give you, and it's not only because of what Val said, right? Because of how they've treated Ukraine, but more so specifically around the United States shutting down U.S. aid and the actual resources connected with South Africa and the United States, coupled with the fact that Elon Musk is trying to vilify South Africa for ending apartheid, and the actual, whole back and forth exchange with them. So you're absolutely right. This is not officially done yet, but they have already started the process with going through the South African Mineral and Petroleum Resource Minister and the African National Congress Chair. So they've already started the process. It's not done, but they've started the proper channels to complete the actions.
Well, bring it up when it's done.
Okay,
Bring it up when it's done.
Okay, so that's the type of game.
Come on to the live and say, you know what, DJ, we lost. You know why we need that mineral deal?
Because amazing.
We lost our mineral deal with South Africa.
We have not believe anything. If it doesn't come out of Trump's mouth, he won't believe anything.
Yeah.
We're telling him.
And so Scott, if you don't mind, I gotta say it. Your job is getting a lot harder to defend Donald Trump, but you're trying hard, and we can see it. And I'm
not defending Donald Trump.
Well, wrong is wrong.
The United States of America.
No, you're not. You're defending his actions. How did isolationism work out for us in World War I and World War II? How did America First work out for us in both of those world wars? Did it keep us out of it? Yes or no?
Do you think it's realistic, Shay, that the United States is going to be all alone? Do you think that that's realistic?
If we piss off enough people, hell yeah.
No, Shay. You're wrong. He's right. We're not going to be alone because it'll be us and Russia. It'll be us and Russia.
W Santana right there. And so DJ.
Who gives the most humanitarian aid to the world? Who gives the most humanitarian aid to the world?
Well, not anymore. USAID just got cut.
DJ, I don't know where you were going with
USAID did not get cut.
USA just got cut, and he'll keep cutting more.
Again, you're stating something that is not a fact, Shay.
USA did not get cut. Anybody?
Yeah, no, it did get cut. And hey, DJ, I'm actually afraid to ask you this question, but can you walk and chew gum at the same time?
Yeah. DJ, Val, ask a serious question.
Sure, man.
Okay.
Sure. So can the U.S.
Thank you. They're cutting off aid, DJ, and you not hearing the stories. Children are starving. Nothing about this, to me, shows that the United States has real godly love in it, all right? And this is where we're at, DJ. Judgment has arrived, and we got to move on in the show, brother. So what's it going to be? Still supporting Trump? Still supporting Trump?
U.S. aid has not been shut off. It's been paused until we take a look at where this money is going. The United States is still going to contribute to worthy causes.
Now that you said it's been paused, I want to remind you of something. Been paused. What did the courts say that Donald J. Trump had to do with U.S. aid?
I'm waiting for you to tell me, Val.
They told him he has to get everything back in place because that money was put forth. Hold on, sir. I'm not done. That money was put forth by the Congress of this country. Okay? It is not up to the president to take away money that was allocated by the Congress. Okay? So this is what's happening right now. Again, sir, this is another example of him subverting the Constitution of this country. The courts have told him, and the courts have told him to put it back, and he still hasn't done it. Now he's not paying attention to the courts. This is a problem, DJ.
Val, wasn't he impeached for something like this the first time? Yeah, withholding aid, withholding money that the United States Congress had already allocated to helping Ukraine.
Thank you.
The reason he was impeached the first time, he is not allowed to do that. And on top of that, have you heard about the cybersecurity pullback from Hegseth on Russia?
On Russia, yeah. Have you heard about that?
Heard about that?
It's the anniversary.
What I've heard about was. Am I going to be allowed to answer?
Oh, are you going to say offensive? Because you're about to get killed if you say offensive.
He knows because I've already talked to him.
What it was offensive.
We already talked about it.
Hold on, sir. Do you understand what offensive actions are? Do you understand how we get information to know what Russia's doing?
I love how you ask a question and then you just continue. You just continue.
Do you know?
You don't
Do you
wait
know?
for an answer. If you want to hear my thoughts about it,
I
then
do.
let me speak.
Okay.
Because, the intelligence community spoke on this. They said it is a very blurry line between offensive and defensive. Okay? Because they have to perform offensive measures to get into their systems to know what they are doing, sir.
Yep.
So what you're basically saying is that we're shutting down the tools of intelligence agencies to know what Russia's doing.
No, we're not now.
Okay, DJ. So DJ, what is your position on that?
Lie and fear mongering.
Okay. So besides that, DJ,
what live on is fear mongering.
DJ, I'm concerned now. So you and I agree that the United States shouldn't pull out of NATO, but you also have to think all the steps and things this Donald Trump's administration has done is kind of heading towards that direction. So now why are we dialing back monitoring Russia with the cybersecurity? How does that help make America safer?
We are currently in negotiations with Russia for this ceasefire.
Oh, okay.
Please let me finish.
And then I'm going to respond to you after that.
Please do. But we're in negotiations with Russia right now. Hegseth is attempting to keep everything on an even keel. Now, Val, make it sound like we're just basically letting Russia do whatever they want. The United States of America is not going to let Russia do whatever they want. We are trying to be in the middle of this and mediate this thing. So,
why do we worry about pissing off Russia?
I'm sorry?
I thought we were the greatest country in the world. Why are we worried about making Russia upset? Why are we worried about upsetting Putin?
I can answer that, Shay.
Okay, go ahead, Santana.
Because it's pro-Russia talking points. DJ, you're a Russian asset. Either it's willingly or unwillingly. No. Listen to me for a second.
This is all you guys got.
Wait, just listen to me for a second, DJ. DJ, just for a second. You're a Russian asset. Whether you're willingly or unwillingly knowing of it, right? There are certain people that are Russian assets. They actually sign up to do the work, or they're coerced into actually doing the work. But then there's also people who get misinformation, disinformation, and they're actually receptive of that information, and then they spout that information out. DJ, you're a Russian asset. You might not know you are, but you are.
W. Santana.
Santana, what you just stated is your opinion. You're more than welcome to have that opinion, my friend. But I'm smart enough to look at the information that you guys put out here, and I'll weigh it for what it is. Okay, I'm sure that Zeus, and I'm sure that Shay, and I'm sure even Val, and maybe Santana, you and I have talked a couple of times. I am more than willing to agree with you guys on certain points, but you guys carry this thing to so far that now I am a Russian asset.
Again, did you listen to what I said? Did you listen to what I just said to you?
Unknowingly, DJ, we're trying to wake you up.
DJ,
so I don't know it, but you guys do know it.
No, what I'm saying is that you're susceptible to information that's being published by the Kremlin that is specifically put out to target people, to have them parrot that information because it's enough to seem like the truth. DJ, I'm not saying that you're trying to do anything harmful, but I'm telling you, without verifying certain things and actually, quote unquote, sympathizing for Russia, you are a Russian asset and you're actually spreading that information that they want out specifically.
And I appreciate you saying that, Santana. I really do. But can you be more specific? Which information am I putting out that they want me to put out?
Yeah, when you actually come back and you start talking about how Vladimir Zelensky should have been thankful, right? He should have actually shown up and he should have been thankful. That is another thing that's been.
Did I miss that?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can I go on record and say what? Because I wrote it down. You said Zelensky only had one job, which was to sign the agreement. That's propaganda, because we already know the agreement and all of the things that's going on was stuff Donald Trump created. This was not his job. Zelensky's main duty is to be there for his people, obviously. And if Donald Trump created this deal, then honestly, Donald Trump should have been strong enough and man enough. He should have showed us the art of the deal, not the art of the kneel. I call it the art of the kneel, right? And he should have got Zelensky to come on in because he's kneeling to Vladimir Putin. Do I need to go any further?
You're saying he kneeled to Vladimir Putin?
That's why everyone's saying that you're unwittingly.
There's going to be a peace deal.
Why was he
Putin
upset
have to
that
be involved?
Zelensky
So you
kept
don't get
talking
it.
bad about Putin? Why was he so upset? Why do you keep talking bad about Putin? Putin.
And let me give you what Donald Trump posted today on his social media platform. This is what he says. He says, out of all the stuff happening in this country right now, right? Our egg prices are through the roof. He's about to slap us with an additional tax with these tariffs. We have just people losing confidence in the government. Social Security about to be cut, and this is what he says today. We should spend less time worrying about Putin and more time worrying about migrant grape gangs, drug lords, unalivers, and people from mental institutions entering our country so that we don't end up like Europe. I'm pretty sure Vladimir Putin woke up and heard that and said, "Thank you, Donald Trump."
No, Zeus. Wait. Specifically, that's the same thing that Russia and Brussels puts out as well, talking about not focusing on other actions, but focusing on violent gangs within the country. It is literally the exact same thing that these other dictators are putting out.
So who's fear mongering, DJ? Who's the one really fear mongering? What I would say, this is what Santana just said, and what I read. This is evidence of fear mongering. Who's he trying to scare?
Who's he trying to scare, saying that we should worry about the
fascism, DJ.
Migrant grape gangs, people who push illegal substances, unalivers. I mean, what is he trying to do? He's trying to scare us. So Donald Trump is the ultimate fear mongerer, and you can't say that.
No, I will not say that.
Because you're in the cult.
Trump say do everything that I want to do? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, but you can't call a spade a spade.
You guys on this platform, you use this tactic to, I mean, it doesn't matter what Donald Trump did. If Donald Trump gave every single citizen in this country
$1 million. You don't think Trump is doing a tactic?
Yeah, I get what judgment has arrived.
Trump is doing a tactic, DJ? Come on.
DJ, I can't allow a lie like that to escape. That was evidence of fear mongering. That was evidence of fear mongering. What Donald Trump did was pure fear mongering. Because I'm not really worried about that.
The borders were closed.
Thank you. Thank you. So W Shea for that, because he's bragged that the borders have been closed. Thank you. So why are we
why are we talking about immigrants again?
Because he's scared of what Zelensky did to him and how it's backfiring on him, and that's why. And so and now he's protecting Putin instead of protecting my eggs. That's a line, brother, I cannot deal with. I can't let you do that, DJ.
That is a ridiculous analogy.
No, I care more about my egg prices, honestly. And so, DJ, judgment has arrived. Unfortunately, plus Zeus has to move on. We've done a heck of a job steamrolling you, cooking and booking you. All right, so
I actually have one more important question for DJ.
Okay, because hell is waiting for you, DJ.
Yeah, been there before.
DJ.
Yo.
Why is Russian media allowed in the White House and the AP not?
Ooh, great fucking question.
Shay, I caught that, Shay.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, Mom.
You know, Mom's listening.
Evidently, Val, because the Russian media,
Wrong answer, DJ. You should have said that's totally disgusting.
It doesn't matter what I say.
Nope. No, because your only answer should have been, you know what, Val, you're right. That's disgusting and it's a disgrace. But you didn't go that route. So everything else.
I don't disagree.
Oh, well, then why didn't you just get straight to the point, champ? What are you going to say outside of that? That's irrelevant to the situation. It's a disgrace.
When am I ever allowed to get straight to the point? When am I ever allowed? The minute
when you're honest,
speaking, somebody interrupts me. So
well, we know where you're going.
Stop.
We let you say a lot of lies, Scott.
Do what you got to do, man. It's 10
all right.
11.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, DJ obviously knows hell awaits.
I do respect you guys. We just don't agree. Y'all take care.
Yep. Well, why don't you jump on in there for us, DJ? I'll let you jump in for us. How about that, DJ? All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's send DJ straight to hell.
Silence, you matter.
DJ, I got a message from your dear leader. This is what he says.
You're either stupid or you hate the country.
And it's both.
Facts.
Yeah. All right. Last words, panelists, before we move on. All right, because we got a lot of territory to cover. All right.
Yeah, I just want to hop in and say one other quick thing because I wanted to hit on the actual mineral deal, and I know that again it's still on the table. But you were talking to the last guy earlier, and you mentioned how Trump wants the Nobel Peace Prize,
Yes,
and he
he says
said,
it.
yeah, like he's actually. I wanted to pull that up. He's actually on record. There's a great BBC article that was published about it, talking about how he keeps talking about how he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. Now we do know the fact that Barack Obama has it,
Yeah,
like it really chaps his hide. But
yeah.
yes, he's literally on record talking about how he wants that Nobel Peace Prize. So
Yep, and we're gonna make sure he never gets it. All right, W Santana, W Santana. Val, what do you got for us?
I want to continue with down the road Santana's going. You can't win a Nobel Peace Prize when you have a press conference in the White House that stirs the world up so bad, that you piss Poland off so bad that they tell Russia if they take another foot into Ukraine that they're coming in. That doesn't sound like peace to me.
Nope. Doesn't. It doesn't. And you know what? The jig's up. We've fully exposed them after that press conference. All right, W Val in the chat. All righty then. Oh wow, we're cooking and booking. And look, MAGA has no answer. Shay, what do you got for us?
Well, I mean, I think I need to say what I wanted to say. I'm hoping that people absolutely understand that Putin cannot be trusted. Zelensky told Trump that I need more reassurances on security, not just Americans hanging out my country. That will not deter Putin.
Yeah.
And Trump didn't like that. And that's it. He goes, listen, I know you want the mineral rights deal, but I need a promise that if he breaks it, you will help.
Thank you.
And I don't blame him. This war's been going on for 3 years. All right, and at the end of the show,
we got a birthday.
Celebrate our girl.
Yeah, we got a birthday in the house today, so we're gonna be singing "Happy Birthday" to our dear friend Wakanda. And that's amazing that you would actually do this. You put a picture of it up there. I mean, that is real love, and this is what I mean when they say Democrats don't love people. That's wrong. All right, W Shay in the chat.
We do love our people.
All righty then. All righty then. What an incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. All right, we have a birthday. All right, good morning, Wakanda. How are you? It's your birthday. We'll sing happy birthday in just a second. Well, we got a little more time, but I wanted to at least see if you wanted to check in real quickly with the American people on your birthday. All right, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Zeus. I'm doing
all
pretty
right. Good.
But the only thing about it is I'm disappointed in our supposed president. Whether it be Elon or the felon, either way, both of them. I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed in your world about what they're doing? I mean, because they think they're putting America first.
Well, let me put it this way. Whatever your feelings are about Zelensky, he is a president and he's a dignitary of a country.
Thank you.
And he's standing up against Russian aggression and intrusion into your country.
Yeah.
Now, as the man said, that the only thing that's protecting us is that we've got oceans. This could be happening to us.
Yeah.
And if it was happening to us, I would expect whoever is in charge and sitting in that White House to do everything humanly possible.
Amen.
To bring it to an end.
Thank you.
So I respect President Zelensky. He has my support.
Amen.
That's where I stand on the matter.
Amen. W for Wakanda in the chat. Now you're gonna be here later when we get to the happy birthday part of the show, right? Because we got to sing happy birthday to you. All right. Well, we should be able to do that in maybe around 15, 20 minutes or so. All right.
Okay.
All right. Then W Wakanda in the chat, and we do stand with Zelensky. I don't stand with Donald J. Trump. All right, and listen, I see folks in the chat right now. They're getting worked up right now. Oh, Zeus, please Zeus, please stop bombarding us with all this truth, Zeus. You ruined my breakfast. You know what I said at the top of the show?
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Demon, you're here on another account.
What's going on, man?
Wow, you got another account. What happened to the other one? Did I destroy that one and I sent it straight to hell?
You always have people, messing with us, but it's okay, man.
Are you still in the United States? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Venezuelan that voted for Donald Trump, and you know what he did, right? He sold his soul. What are you doing?
I'm right now taking a break, man. I worked last night.
Okay. Oh, wow. Are you still in the States?
I told you I was in Mexico on a long weekend last week.
They let you back in
to the States.
They let you back in.
You liar all the time.
Oh, wow! You think fat meat ain't greasy? Okay,
yeah. Just go to my profile. You can see the beautiful beaches down there in Mexico.
Oh no! I take your word. Thank you. All right, I take your word.
I think you start believing in me.
No. I don't believe in you. I know it's just a matter of time. But honestly, were you nervous? Weren't you a little scared traveling outside of the country?
Let me tell you. At the end of the month, I go to Puerto Rico. They got a salsa festival. We're going down there.
Somebody wants to talk to you. Hold on. Somebody said they want to talk to you.
You can go there too, man.
Oh, G-Man, I tried to bring him up. G-Man, I think, left. Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, what's going on right now in your world? Do you feel like Donald Trump has done anything to help you? Oh, there he is. There's G-Man. G-Man. Oh, you're in trouble now. You're in trouble now.
What about...
Come on, G-Man.
What's up, bro?
Don't help the president.
Welcome, G-Man.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, now, G-Man, this is a Latino for Trump.
How you doing, guys?
I know he got this a different account.
Account. Yeah.
By the way, this is my original account. I use the old one when you people block my old one.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean about your people, man?
You Democrats.
I'm gonna let you know that I'm independent because I grew up in New York.
Independent.
A little bit of story about me before. Don't assume that you make an ass out of me. Assume means abbreviation. I cannot say it because I respect the host life. Okay. Cause I was growing up in New York. It doesn't matter was a D, a I, or R. If you look like us three, regardless with Latino or African American in the pop community, you don't have the means of connection. Of course, I'm a child of the 60s, but technically I'm a boomer, a latter part of boomer generation / Joan generation. I see the redlining, the latter part of civil rights era, feminism and all that. Long story short, it doesn't matter who is in charge of the state of New York or the city of New York. If you don't have any connections with the politicians in charge, you're expendable. That's why I was independent on enough. I criticized the damn too, but one thing about me, about living in New York, I have empathy to other people that doesn't look like me, a different sexual orientation to me. That's why salsa came in on hip hop, because we ain't twining one another, same neighborhood on the block.
Amen.
One of us got in trouble.
Yeah.
We had each other back. And guess what? I learned a lot of stuff that people, a majority are women that doesn't look like me.
Tell them.
Remote knowledge, I'm not the smartest person. I'm admit that.
Yeah.
But they gave me the knowledge to use critical thinking.
Amen.
People that like you are lack of, bro. Just saying. The main thing I want to come here, Zeus, I have to thank him because Santana, the young man, followed me from our live yesterday.
Oh.
A lot of people, because thanks to you, they know me. I appreciate the follow, though.
You're welcome, brother.
They like my content because I started, though. I straightforward tell it like it is.
Amen.
I said it from the heart.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this because, yes, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. Because you vote against your interests, I had to feel the burden with these racist Billy Bobs and Bankies around Georgia, Alabama, Puerto, assuming that we all are documented. Even you.
You hear that?
Even if you look like, you're Venezuelan. You got more African features than I do, but still.
Yeah, I sent the camera because I want him to see.
If you talk with your accent, they could call ice on you behind your back, dude.
Yeah.
And not only this, I know I'm going too fast. I don't want to take the man's live because he got the host got a lot of things.
There he is right there. There. Oh my God, there he is right there.
I appreciate you turning on the camera, man. But see, I just found out local media yesterday on my Facebook account they closed all Social Security officers here in Columbus, Georgia, or other parts of Georgia. And speak about the tariff situation. if it's taking effect tomorrow, I'm gonna let you know my employment is on jeopardy. It's on jeopardy because if he put a tariff on our neighbors, yes, because my customers is in Mexico. We had to send a lot of stuff to Mexico before this delay of the what do we call it? The tariff. Excuse me, my brain is full a little bit. I think I was talking
Tell
too
him,
fast.
G-Man. And why you got your shirt off? Why has he got his shirt off?
I told you, man. I'm relaxing right now. I don't need my shirt off. We are in Texas. This is hot here. It's hot in Texas, buddy.
But
I'm gonna address that.
But dude, don't think you're expendable. You know the good ones. In this history, this country, especially when I'm region I'm at.
All I'm doing is my job. Going work tonight, so that's it. I don't know why you.
Oh, that's how I do too. I keep it low key, but still, I don't know what part of the United States, region, United States you're in.
Houston,
you got
Texas.
Some of these
Houston, Texas, buddy. Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. You didn't see the Houston, Texas. It's a blue area. I live in Columbus, area, but
this
not too far.
This is all red. It says Houston. Okay, this is all red. It says Houston.
Houston's all red. I heard.
No, I'm saying anyway. Texas is red. Houston.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna say
that's
this.
why we're living in this crap right now.
Georgia is red too, but I'm in a blue spot. And I had, and you go outside a part. A matter of fact, you go to the east part of Texas. You know, they don't like people look like you come around that neighborhood certain time of day, right?
All around Houston. I've been all around USA. I love black people, white people. I don't care about color, sir. I don't care about color. I don't know why even us being Latinos, we are against with other people color. I don't care about
hold up. Be a Latino male, I disgusted the majority of you vote for that MF.
Yeah,
does despise us from the get-go.
Right. We are in America right now.
I know how he is from the get-go, from him and his racist father. Probably I'm a little older than you.
Yeah.
And I don't
I'm
look
51 years old.
Shit, I'd be 61, bro.
Okay, WG man. So G-Man's your elder. Respect him.
But still, I know how Trump is from the get-go. Even though you're Latino, my brother, because your complexion, your melanin, they wouldn't even hire you in his apartment. Him, as far as you put a letter C up there.
Yeah.
That's what they think about you behind your back.
It's funny, but it's serious.
That's why.
And not only that, why he didn't pick one person apart?
That's why I keep calling you Democrats liars altogether. You're a liar.
Marco Rubio, hold on. I didn't finish it. Besides Marco Rubio,
you have been talking the whole time, man. You want me talking the whole time?
He's a Blanquito. I don't see no other person of color in his cabinet.
I don't care, blancos, negros, azules. I love everybody, man. That's all I can tell you.
I'm the same way. I treat those like the people will be treated, but
you can't be
vote against the interest.
Against what? You talking about your color? You're talking about Latino. I don't give a fuck about Latinos.
Oh, but listen,
American people.
There you go. Can you keep it clean? You got your shirt off and everything. Your shirt off is offensive enough. You don't need to actually vocalize anything else.
I told you we are in Texas. It's hot, buddy.
I've never. It's not that doggone hot where you can't put a shirt on.
Well, you know,
you didn't want us to for my camera.
No. Yeah, but I didn't. If you are dressed inappropriately, you don't need to accept it. There you go. Jesus. And look at this. He got that Trump bracelet on. He thinks Donald Trump loves him.
Cared about you, bro.
Thank you.
Even not too far with the area that you're at, they had a historically how to treat African Americans go to some town, Texas. I heard some stories, and I live in Georgia. They got some towns not too far, and I'm at too.
Thank you,
dude. Don't you be one of the good ones, but believe me, you're not.
Thank you.
Just be careful.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
What's up, bro?
Why are we talking about Spanish people right now?
Because most of them, especially males, vote against the interest and are pissed off about it.
Thank you.
I don't care about that.
And I try to tell them about.
I'm already set my
like
mind. We vote for Donald Trump. What is wrong about that? What is wrong voting about the best?
Listen, I try to tell you about his controversies. 8+ years about it. You guys don't want to hear. I think this is me. This is my opinion. For educational purpose only.
That's what I hear.
Somebody want to be passed like you know to be a
That's
second,
only
be a
opinion.
Blanquito. I hate to say that some of the Latinos they think they are a white tea person. And majority they're not.
I don't care.
Yeah, I see that on my experience. I had 2 Puerto Ricans here in Columbus, Georgia, vote differently.
Yeah.
And I told both of them how much you tried you try to set with the white supremacy jacket, they could spit you like a wasted chewing tobacco. Like a flavor chewing tobacco, like flavor.
Yeah.
Maybe that was white supremacy, or it comes bitter, spit you in the gutter. That's what they gotta treat you like that.
Yeah.
And they have not talked politics with me because they see the find out stage right now.
Amen.
Just to let you know, but Zeus, I know I hold up your time. I said mainly I want to came here to thank you.
You're welcome.
For that Santana came a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
He be following me. A lot of people that I came in your live like right now.
Yeah.
See how I am, my content, my live, and they follow me. So I appreciate
You're welcome,
the support that you give me.
You're welcome. It's a team effort.
And it's a team effort. And listen up, my friend. I'm gonna give you a little word of advice. I do not know everything. I'm a blue collar worker. I got to work a crazy schedule. I'm independent. Don't call me a liberal. Don't call me them and all that.
Yeah.
But I have empathy to other people and myself. I'm willing to learn something. If I don't know nothing, I'm a man up to say I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna check it out. Find out that check.
That's why I changed my mind. I used to be blue. Now I'm with Democrats. I don't like Democrats anymore. I used to be with Democrats. I don't like Democrats anymore.
Okay.
For me, they are evil.
Okay.
Okay. We got something for them.
Well, anyway, Zeus, thank you for your time. I know you got a lot of schedule.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for people that follow me from this man live.
Yeah.
And one thing about me, I willing to learn something. And I always do my research and find out it's the truth because the technology is way advanced. What's up, TJ?
I've been in Puerto Rico and at the end of the month, man. So I can meet you down there.
I live in Georgia, my friend. I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, you're right, but I live in Georgia.
I love Puerto Rico.
No, you don't.
I can tell you.
Stop it. So guess what we're gonna do? Thank you.
That's all right. But just be careful. Don't say that some of the most Puerto Ricans, especially, doesn't like Trump.
I got my bracelet. I got my bracelet. You can see my bracelet right there. I go down there with my bracelet. All
right, WG man. All right, and so
have a marvelous Monday, everybody. Stay strong, set your passion, and stay what you're doing, Zeus. I think I'm
gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going, but that's G man right there, ladies and gentlemen. WG man. So listen, Mr. Venezuelan, judgment has arrived, and I heard you say you hate Democrats.
I don't like Democrats at all.
Okay.
I used to be one of them. Not anymore.
Okay. Well, guess what? Turns out you actually fit the description.
You're either stupid or you hate the country.
Which one are you?
We are 7 million of.
No, I asked you, which one are you?
You're either stupid
this is
or
what
you
Trump
hate the
said
country.
about you. Which one is it?
We are 7 millions. You know that.
Okay. So it's both. Ladies and gentlemen, that guess right there is a clearly possessed MAGA demon. You heard what Donald Trump said about him.
You're either stupid or you hate the country.
And we don't got time to play around. But he said he's in the United States. I don't believe it. I think he's you know where. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's send that previous guest straight to hell. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right on up here. All right, put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. We don't got much time. It's going to take. It won't take too long to do this. W Rick in the chat. It won't take too long to do this. Let's see. You know who we don't get to hear from, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got? Shallow C. Welcome. What brings you to the kingdom this bright early on a Monday morning? Welcome.
How are you doing? First of all, thank you very much for letting me talk to you.
You're a Trump supporter?
I don't like to say the word Trump supporter.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, but again,
then you're a Trump supporter, and I need you to lean into that.
Okay.
Wear your badge with honor.
If you want to say so, sure. But here's the situation, okay?
Okay.
Donald Trump is something that is new for the system. The Democratic Party has taken advantage of the Black American system or the minorities since the 1950s, actually. No, correction, since the 1800s. Them being the one that gave us the Ku Klux Klan, by the way.
Oh, right? Say triple K because you got to keep it friendly on TikTok. Just say triple K. So,
the triple K. Now,
Your assessment, from what I gather, because we could do the whole history thing, but I'm just going to tell you right now, no, we don't agree with you. I'm just going to tell you right off the top, we don't agree with that.
I accept that. I accept that. This is, I mean, like, if we live in a democracy, we should have the chance to listen to others as to what they're saying because we learn from each other.
But what if the person is lying? Should we continue to listen to them if we know they're lying? I mean, like,
here's the sad fact about lying. Every politician is a liar.
That means Trump?
Every politician.
So Donald Trump, you're going on record saying you voted for.
On record, yes, please. You can put me on record.
You on record are saying I voted for a liar. Is every politician a felon, a criminal? Is every politician a criminal?
Now here's the funny part, okay?
I'm waiting for the joke.
Okay, no. Here's the funny part. Then why would Biden need to put out pardons for people in his family if there was not something there? Because when you give out a pardon, that means like the person is saying, yes, I did commit a crime. Do you understand that? You cannot accept a pardon without accepting the fact that, yes, there is something there and I need the pardon for it. Am I correct here, please, sir?
I'm trying to see. I'm really struggling to connect the dots. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to connect the dots because I think I think this is my opinion now. And you said you're not the smartest person either, right? So
sorry, I have two titles behind my name. So please, if you want to call me, the name is Dr. Gabriel Angelo Joaquin Bristol.
Oh, okay. Do you want to turn your camera on? You want to turn your camera on, Doc?
You could Google my name, you'll see my picture.
No, I gave you the invite to turn on your camera because it helps me to.
Google my name, you'll see my picture.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if you tap on my name, go on TikTok.
Okay, okay. Let's go ahead. All right, I don't know, Doctor. We'll stick to that.
So please don't tell me about like who's smart or whatever.
Okay, all right. You're a doctor. What kind of medicine did you, or what kind of medicine?
Family medicine.
Family medicine. Okay, all right. I'll take your word. I just don't understand.
Take my word. I say you could Google it. You find it.
But I don't understand why you would support. And you're in the United States.
I'm international. I'm in the United States, and I also spend time in Europe. I'm one of those brothers who move around a lot.
You what?
I'm one of those brothers who move around a lot.
But you should be disciplined. And so, what do you think about?
Well, I guess so, because if I basically went to university, managed to have an MD behind my name, I must be quite disciplined.
Yeah, but I don't understand how you end up drinking the Kool-Aid with the knowledge and the skills that you have.
Am I the one drink? Okay.
Like he put RFK over the NIH, and you know what RFK is about, right? He doesn't believe in things like vaccines and stuff, right?
Yes.
And that kind of would be kind of like in direct conflict with the training you got.
But have you ever noticed that so many people actually joined this MAGA thing for a particular reason, not for the whole package?
What? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
For one particular reason, not an entire package. In other words, you may have one cause you're super. Maybe it was like the abortion situation. Maybe it was each person came in with their own reason for what is it they were supporting this guy for. Now, there are those who do not seem to understand the system. They're all going like, yes.
Where is your ancestry tied to?
Ancestries. Quite mixed, but ever heard of a place called Bahamas?
Mm-hmm.
Ever heard of a place called Haiti?
Oh.
Dominican Republic?
Oh.
My family, we've been all over that place.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing.
In my family line, for several generations, nobody in my family died the same place they were born.
All right. Here's the thing. You've been dealt a bad deck of cards, and
why is that?
And I'm going to get there. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you because even though you're a doctor, I'm actually the one saving lives this morning. What you ended up let me get to it. What you ended up doing is you've been doing your own sort of research on your own, and you've gone down several rabbit holes, And now we're at a place where you don't even understand the difference between facts and opinion. You just are looking for somebody to make you feel good and tell you everything that you think is right. And so this is why this show is very important. You're flat out and you're totally wrong about everything. All right? Donald Trump doesn't care about you. And the reason that you have all these people that are voting for him is because, you know what I say? They're lazy mentally. There's something wrong up here. Because I don't understand how somebody that's for instance, if Donald Trump said this about you,
You're either stupid or you hate the country.
how do you turn around and doctor, how do you turn around and go and vote for somebody that thinks so lowly of you? You got to have something wrong with you. Your self-esteem is in the toilet.
You have something wrong with yourself right now with the accusation. You don't even know me to make an accusation.
I could tell the moment
you become a janitor at the school I've went to, you're talking about accusations. Like
you're not that intelligent.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
No, I understand that, but you're not that intelligent.
My level because you are insulting me.
Yeah, I got to be honest. Isn't it funny? But I got to be okay. So listen, this is what Donald Trump said about you.
You're either stupid or you hate the country.
So you're getting angry.
You keep repeating the same thing. You're saying this one.
You're getting angry, and all I'm doing is telling you the truth. So if you're going to reject the truth,
right now, you're talking like as if you were brainwashed.
No, you're brainwashed. All right. So here's the deal. Either we're gonna have a conversation, or I'm going to get straight to the point. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to this country.
Have a nice day, sir. You're wasting my time.
No, actually, it's the other way around, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we got to do. We got a fake doctor. We got a fake doctor. There he is, and a liar. And a liar shall not tarry in our presence. And you see what I did? I made him take himself out. That's what you call a trick that Zeus learned. I was dog walking him, and then I let go of the leash, and now he's just dog walked himself straight into the lake of fire. Hey, Doc, you're not that bright, and if anybody knows that doctor, stay the hell away from him, because I just sent him straight to hell.
Silence, you MAGA Damon.
Whatever university you went to, doctor, and you got that degree, I'll be honest, I know which university. It was Trump University. You need a refund. They took advantage of you. They took all of your money, and they told you you're somebody, but you're not. You're not that bright. You really are. Donald Trump just cut off a lot of funding to doctors, by pausing the funds and cutting the indirect cost rate and things like that. And then you get up here and you're still worshiping him. What a sick and twisted situation a lot of you are in. I would never, if somebody is a doctor and they tell you they voted for Donald Trump, run. W Zeus in the chat. W Zeus in the chat. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, my good friend, brother DJ. Welcome, DJ. How are you doing this morning?
My man, what's up?
What's going on? How are you doing, champ?
I've been sitting here listening and waiting. And,
Yeah.
So I want to go back way earlier in your show when you had Val and you had a couple people up there, and they were talking about like how Zelensky is weak.
Yeah.
I want to point.
He said Zelensky only was supposed to sign the agreement. That was his only job.
So I want everybody to go back and look at that footage on that. And the first thing I noticed was, number one, Donald Trump didn't perpetuate that incident, not as bad as Vance. Then Trump, because he has no brain, he can't think outside the box.
This is true.
Off script. Did you notice he assaulted Zelensky?
He put his hand on.
That was not a touch. That was, watch it closely.
I did.
He pushed him, but guess what Zelensky did? Did you see Zelensky's body didn't even move? He felt those big guns. He's like,
hey man, you're right, WDJ. I did notice that.
He almost got chin checked.
Yeah.
Here's another thing.
That's true. No, it's not. He's not lying. Go back and watch the footage. I saw it, and they should have called the cops on him right there.
Well,
now that I think about it, they should have called the cops on him.
If that was me, he would have had an uppercut. He would have a left, right.
Wowzers.
Oh, yeah. And so I'm keeping it clean.
Thank you.
But I'm going to say something that might not be clean because I can speak several languages. But I'm going to get to this portion real quick. When J.D. Vance was berating him, and then you saw Marco Rubio look like a deflated Muppet there, right, sitting in the chair. Right?
Loser.
I want to tell you something. If anybody does not believe me, Google it. I already know this because I can speak Polish. I can speak Slavic language.
Yeah.
Ukraine is part of the Slavic language. The most commonly used word in Ukraine is pronounce. There's two ways to say it. I'll say it in Ukraine, I'll say it in Polish. Polish, we say kurwa. And kurwa, like kurwa, right? So if you say suka blat, right? That means bitch. That's what I know.
Wow.
So if you go back and watch,
yes,
Zelensky said
that true.
Yes, it is true.
Wow.
He said under his breath to Vance. I was like,
wow.
Because I had one of my friends that called me. She said, I know you know how to speak.
Wow.
Slavic. This person said this. I said, well, they say that in Ukraine, but it translates to kurwa in Polish.
Wow. Wow. So he got one off on him.
Oh, yeah.
W Zelensky, WDJ. This is what we need to hear. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is true.
And the saddest part is anybody like you, if DJ comes in, please have him change his name. Please. Because it sounds like you're always talking about me when you say DJ, and I don't want to be smushy with that.
He should change his name to Scott Jennings 2.0 or whatever because
I want him to change his name to Uncle Tom.
Get him.
Or he can change his name. Oh, who's the other guy that you had up there? Have him change his name to Not Your Majesty.
Thank you. These are characters on TikTok. Yeah,
you've got the goods in here.
Yeah,
of course you know your stuff. I tend to not get into the political lives because for some reason my moist voice just upsets them.
I hear you. It happens because it has the truth in it, and you got to tell the truth when you're out here. Right?
Well, when you have Val in the box, Shay's pretty smart. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And then you have a person. Wait, let me even go back one. So when somebody in your box said, "Oh, look at this, 4-on-1." Well, what the fuck? Excuse me.
Got you.
I almost slipped.
Gotcha.
What the heck did they call that nonsense inside in the Oval Office when he was
that was 20 versus 1 because it was the media, it was Vance, and it was Trump. Yeah, you're right, DJ. It was a jumping.
See, for me, I think a little bit outside the box. I hear what I hear, but I can also see the forest through the trees.
Thank you.
So I don't look down at the ground when I'm walking. I might trip on a pebble.
Thank you.
I look straight ahead.
Thank you.
So I can see the danger coming at me. Not have to be shocked. Look up and like, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Well, with MAGAs, you know what? Anytime you see a MAGA, and somebody else said something like this. Well, not all MAGAs are racist. Well, Trump's a racist.
Thank you.
Therefore, you fit those shoes that you are wearing.
Thank you.
You need to go change the dirty drawers.
Tell him, DJ. Well, listen, brother. All right, we got to move it on because Big Zeus has to get up out of here. But as always, it's a pleasure checking in with you. All right, and you covered a lot of territory. All right, seriously.
Yeah, I had to real quick.
All right, I appreciate it, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, WDJ in the chat. No lies detected. All righty then. We got to move it on because it's almost around that time. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, my brother. Wow. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it is a show of force like you've never seen it before. All right, we'll bring it up. I got a few more minutes, and then you know what we got to do because we got to celebrate a birthday in the live today at Kingdom. All right. Good morning, Nutty. Welcome to the show, Nutty. Are you there? Going once. Going twice. Nutty. Alrighty then, Nutty. What do you got? All right, let me do this. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know who I got to talk to. All right. All right. We'll take care of this. We'll do this for about a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna bring up Dr. Lex. Dame, you made your way back to Mount Olympus. What do you got for us? What are you pushing? Good morning, Dr. Lex.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What up, Zeus, man? What up, Zeus? How you doing, Zeus?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I was trying to. I had something else to ask you. It was about what I heard earlier about fear mongering. It was just crazy about fear mongering. But I want to ask you about the previous guest. He just stated that Zelensky called our current vice president a slur, and you guys congratulated that in his live as if that was a good thing. Like, why are Democrats so anti-American all of a sudden? Like, if he did that to,
I'm gonna let Lex,
wait,
Dr.
no, no, no,
Lex.
no, no, no. If you guys did that,
Okay, you asked
if
a question, so
if
why
some
don't you allow
sir,
us to do
listen,
that?
sir, respectfully, I don't do that. You can ask Zeus. I'm respectful when I'm speaking.
But
I
this is,
expect the same respect.
but
Respect.
Dr. Lex has a lot of respect on his name. So you
I
asked
get
the
it.
question.
I get it, but I'm just asking that the question wasn't complete.
Oh, you got more to it. I got it.
No,
Got
no,
it.
no, no. I'm just asking if that was done to Waltz and Madam VP Harris at the president position, would you guys be in here celebrating and laughing? That's
I
like
mean,
so anti-American. But go ahead.
I know, but did you ever seen Vice President Waltz, Vice President Harris or Waltz put their hands on somebody while yelling at them after a weak vice president starts an argument in the Oval Office? Which, and you know something, and another thing, when that gentleman asked him about his suit, it's written in the Constitution that the people that aren't in the executive office aren't supposed to engage other dignitaries from other countries.
Amen. Amen.
You
Doctor.
do realize that, don't you? You realize that, Dame? That you're not supposed to talk if a president from another country is in the Oval Office. It's written in the Constitution, and it clearly states that you are not supposed to engage with other leaders unless you're in the executive office, not some bystander or some fan standing on the side. You do realize that, don't you?
What part of? I didn't. I don't fake like I know stuff I don't. What part of the Constitution is that?
I'm not giving you a lesson. Read a book.
Oh, okay, all right.
You should be able to go look that up yourself. But it's in. It's
okay, well, that's the problem with the elders. That's the problem with the elders in the black community.
You know something.
Y'all look at people that have you guys' age and look at it as a competition, and that's why we voted for President Trump, because you guys look at
wait.
You just told. I asked you for education, and you just told me. N-word, go read a book, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So
you know something though,
Dame.
You just told me to go read a book.
Can we, gentlemen?
This is the
come on now. Let's not.
People like you, epitome why we voted for Trump.
Can we bring that? No, well, you don't got to do that. I just want the conversation to be fruitful and not devolve into that realm. I get where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily believe that's what Dr. Lex was doing. I think the issue that I see is no matter what Democrats say, you all will say we're lying. So why give the answers? People ask me that all the time. Zeus, explain what and you don't believe nothing we say.
So Dame, you know something? You said something pretty interesting to me, because you said that I tell you to go read a book. And you know something? I'm the founder of a school at historic black universities. I make a lot of kids go read books. So I mean seriously, Dame.
That's great, man. But we're having a conversation. You stated something that I admitted to you that I didn't know that was the thing. I didn't know that. I could have been a a-hole and been like, yeah, I know that, but I didn't know that. So I asked you, where in the Constitution is that? And you said, I'm not about to educate. Like, come on, man. That's what's wrong with us as a community. And just because I dislike Trump, you came in here with crazy energy. I mean, just because I voted for Trump, you came in here with crazy energy. The chat is biased. Y'all just celebrated that our vice president was cursed out in another language. The Democrats have
Donald Trump put his
hands. Anti-American.
Donald Trump put his hands on the leader of another country. Dame.
Oh my God!
You do understand that they invited him in here. Vice President, I wouldn't even call him that. The sniveling person called J.D. Vance started an argument that Donald Trump joined in on, like he was like a little dog on Bugs Bunny chasing around the bulldog. Hey, Spike, you're my hero.
Yeah. What's crazy?
And then literally he disrupted the entire international community and made us look like we are traitors because we did the Budapest Memorandum. We promised them we would protect them if they removed their nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And now we're going against it. Now we're looking like trash to the world community.
We're not going against it. Ooh. He came here to sign the deal. The White House had everything set up perfect. That was just supposed to be a quick press briefing, and he didn't trust President Trump. We was going to have commercial interest.
Dame, I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. I got to stop the fake outrage about Zelensky defending himself because there's only one victim in that White House, and it's the person whose country is under assault, and it's Zelensky. So you can't convince me that somehow in all of this, Zelensky is the biggest bully in the White House. I'm not buying that. And I would like to know, since that's what you're concerned about, a little word being uttered, why did you defend Joe Biden when Donald Trump was insulting him? And Joe Biden was the sitting president.
Joe Biden is a racist.
Oh God.
I need a better answer. I need a better answer because we could go both ways with that. We all know Trump's a racist. So let's just go ahead and say they're both racist. Why did you allow Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans to disrespect the sitting president and the vice president, a woman, calling them all kinds of disrespectful names? You didn't have any energy for that. Instead, you turned around and went and supported it. So I'm just curious how you process that on your end.
You know something, Zeus. I requested for the doctor that came on before me, but Dame, you know something. Literally, I will revert back to the Budapest Memorandum. Okay, the Budapest Memorandum. We made them a promise in writing that we would protect them if they removed their arsenal. We promised the Ukraine that. Then Donald Trump, we honored that all the way up until last week, Friday. Where we went back on our word. What does that make us look like internationally, Dane? I mean, we're literally in a constitutional crisis right now because he keeps signing these executive orders and keeping them in place, even though federal judges and Congress he's bypassed them all.
Amen.
Then he puts in this Doge thing that is hasn't even been vetted by Congress or Senate or anybody. We're in a constitutional crisis. You don't realize that you're going back to I don't know where you learned what you learned, but you were not paying attention to the right things, Dane. Because they're removing the equal opportunity that Lyndon B. Johnson signed with Martin Luther King in front of him. The affirmative action that they removed in 23. Now they're going to do this bill HR 22, which is the SAVE Act, which takes away the voting rights of 69 million women.
Thank you, Dr. Lex in the chat. And Dane, you should be paying us for this kind of education, brother.
Yeah, before you come up here talking to me about something, please have some vital and useful information.
Thank you.
Because it's ridiculous what you're doing here.
Yeah.
He took away the civil right. Wait, time out. Hold up, Zeus. Because when people talk fast and they know how to pronunciate words pretty good, they a lot of people that have low IQ, they just believe that's just automatically right. So what did he take away? He took away the civil rights.
Okay. So in 1964-5, Lyndon B. Johnson signed an executive order for the civil rights. Donald Trump came in after 50-something, 60 years, actually 60 years, and rescinded it with another executive order. The equal opportunity employment, where if you go apply for a job, they can go over and call you the hard R and tell you to get out because they don't want to hire you. You have no defense from that now.
That's not true, bro. That's just totally a fact. Are you referring to DEI?
No, you don't know what you.
I think, Dame. You shouldn't interpret people talking.
President Trump signed to take away the equal. Zeus, you allow this. Zeus,
it's true. So, Dame, it's true though.
Hold on.
It's true.
Zeus. Okay, Zeus. He DEI programs. That is no longer a thing.
That's not DEI. You know something it's all called DEIA.
We still have protection, sir. And you're smart enough to understand.
No, he rescinded. He took away this. He rescinded the Civil Rights Act that Lyndon B. Johnson signed to protect us, and you don't even know that. And you're trying to argue with me. What are you here for? Why are you here arguing if you don't know that he rescinded the civil rights? The executive order. Wait, I'm talking.
Previous. Okay, go ahead.
If you have a Google on your phone, you can look up where Trump took away Lyndon B. Johnson's executive order protecting us in employment.
Previously, so what rights did a Black American have previously to President Trump?
Oh, now we're going to pivot to that. No,
I'm just asking because you're insinuating as if he's took away something that we had previous to him being in power. So
You
what?
know something? He took away the same thing that helped get him whenever he was violating people's civil rights in the housing, whenever he was being racist in his house in his
Don't
housing.
pivot to don't pivot to 15
January
years ago,
January
sir.
January 21st, Trump passed an executive order ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. And basically in this, if you have a discrimination claim, you can go to the EEOC, but they're not enforcing it. This is what Dr. Lex is trying to bring you up to speed about. And if you didn't know that, okay, fine. But this is what's going on, brother. And we're talking about him wanting to give police immunity. And this is the part that concerns me because I don't know about you, but Alpha TikTok, man, I'm out here in America. I'm a black man and I can get down and you know, you don't want none of that interaction with law enforcement and then it goes south real fast. So why give the police immunity?
Yeah, he's not doing that.
Oh, that's
Doing that. But the
deep.
thing is,
Okay.
Is that all you got?
everything that he ran on, doctor, everything that he ran on, everything he said he would do during his campaign, the American people had a fair opportunity to hear what he said he was going to do, and he's doing exactly that. That's
Okay,
my
so
point.
so recently, the reason that I have this suit on this one, I had to do a Zoom call because just recently, PWI Institute, a university, stripped a little black kid's scholarship and kicked her off campus.
Due to what?
They can't do any. Well, you know what? She has no protection from that now. They don't even have to tell her why, but it's obvious why. So here I am trying to get her in the school that I represent. So this directly affects us.
Yep.
But you don't care. I don't know whose behalf you're arguing on, but it's not our community, because right now they are pushing. They're going after the 13th to 14th Amendment. By the way.
No, I'm voting because of a community, because the same community that you're talking about, this party have been, like, I can argue, detrimental to the same community. So like you're trying to take out the most worst cases you could find and correlate this to President Trump being a president, man, and you just can't.
In the last 3 years,
I can do the same thing, sir. I can do the same thing under Joseph Biden. I can go to
so
Biden.
in the last 3 years.
Sir.
Okay, so Dane,
Go ahead.
in the last
Go
3
ahead.
years, the Republican, picked by Trump, the Republican Supreme Court removed affirmative action. The enrollment rates at a lot of schools for African American and other people of different races has dropped 50% of their applications to schools that they wanted to go to. Then they removed DEI, which you guys use as a dog whistle when it's actually DEIA, which includes handicapped people.
Thank you, accessibility.
Then they go and they do the EEO thing with the Equal Rights Employment. Whenever he rescinded Lyndon B. Johnson's executive order that Martin Luther King was sitting in front of when he signed it. But here you are still arguing on their behalf, saying, well, I'm voting for the Democrats. I quit voting for the Democrats because you need to quit worrying about what the Democratic Party is doing for you, and you need to start worrying about what the Republican Party. I'm talking. You need to start worrying about what the Republican Party is going to try to do to you.
Now, Dave, isn't this an engaging and informative discussion? I mean, I get you got to play for your team, bro, but it's like Scott Jennings when he comes up here. It's getting harder to defend this stuff, isn't it?
It's crazy work. You know something. I hate using the roaches voting for Ray thing, but it is what it is.
Is it? I mean, and I agree, but Dame, honestly, is it getting harder to defend? Because I'll give you, while Biden was in office, we kind of had to defend things Biden was doing. Like, okay, maybe there's something wrong with him because of his age. You know what I mean? But the level of defense y'all got to do right now, it's crazy work, like he's saying, isn't it? Because we're in uncharted territory. You've never seen a president arguing with an ally like we just saw on Friday.
It's not hard. It's just the TDS. That's the thing. When you got when it's
there
TDS,
you go with that. Okay, so you know, so when you got brainwashed, did you wash your legs?
it's a lot of fake news, Zeus. In all seriousness, though, Zeus.
Yeah.
It's when you got so much fake news, it's really easy to discard most stuff when everything is verifiable.
I agree. I agree with that.
I've got one more question for you, Dame, because I know it's getting late for Zeus. It's already 12 o'clock.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think the Democrats, the Democrats started the Triple K, right? Is that what you're operating off of?
I didn't say that, but a lot of people think that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
A lot of
do you
people
realize
believe
this?
it. Go
Do you,
ahead.
okay, so let's switch. This is the conservative Democrats, wasn't it?
What are you trying to insinuate, Doctor?
Okay, so you guys use this as an excuse all the time. It was the conservative Democrats, the Dixiecrats, that started the Triple K in Pulaski, Tennessee. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this right here. And during the Civil Rights Movement, whenever the Democrats started voting for civil rights, the conservatives left the Democratic Party and went to the Republican Party. If you'll notice in the voting in the South, all the way across in the early 70s, in the 60s, every single state across the bottom of the United States that are now conservative were Democratic states. But whenever the party switched, the ideology switched. The conservatives became the Republicans. The liberals became the Democrats. So now you
Every
guys can miss
Democrat
me with
every Democrat has explained that to me the exact same way. I get it. It's a script. You guys go with it,
it's not
and
a
I'm not
script.
about
It's
to try.
it's historical.
Hey,
It's historical. It's
Doc.
historical. Most Republicans now,
Black.
grandparents,
Listen,
were Democrats.
Doc. You could talk about me and say I voted against my
I'm done.
interests, but the most highest. Listen, but
I'm
the
listening.
most highest value men of my kind, smart, financially, all of that have voted for President Trump at a 23% rate for black men. I believe it was more, but let's just go with the
Okay.
23%.
But don't you understand
So
if
it's no
every
possible way.
go for it?
So it's no possible way that you could just deem all of us incompetent to knowing why we voted what we voted for. Again, Zeus, I respect you, but we voted anti-Democrat. Yes, we agree with traditional values. We agree with the family. We agree with man and woman, and that aligns with what President Trump aligns with. Man, you could do all the extra stuff. DEI, our black women are the
You know
most
something, Dame.
educated.
You know something.
Our
Donald
black
Trump.
women.
Hold on. I want him to get it out. I want him to get this out because we're gonna address this, and I gotta hurry up and get about it. We gotta sing Happy Birthday to Wakanda, but we're gonna address this before the dust settles. Please finish up what you were saying, Dame. You're
Our black women are the
anti-democratic.
most. Yeah, this was an anti-democrat vote, okay? Because the black people, the blacks have voted for this party for entire too long with no progress in any sector of America. That's number one. Number two is we voted, and Zeus don't like when I say it, but we voted for our women, for common sense, for traditional values, for man and woman, God, country, community.
Got it.
That's always been the black people's premise and our ideology in America. You could change it to what you want, but that's always been what we believed in. And yeah, we mandated that, and that's the vision we want for this country. As far as DEI and the stuff you talking about, black women are the most educated. You guys always spew this stat out. Black women are the most educated. So how about they start using those educations, create businesses, and hire black? That way, you don't need DEI. We can utilize nepotism like the rest of this country.
Got it.
Fighting for go ahead.
Okay, so
and then I want to
why
respond
you,
after Dr. Lex. Go for it, Lex.
Okay,
That's a lot.
I'm gonna scan across a bunch of things really quickly. HR 22, the HR 22 bill, HR 22, the SAVE Act. It's going to take away the voting rights of 69 million women. Okay, so you care about your women, but you want to take their voting rights away, right?
That's
okay,
not going to happen.
Hold on, Dame. You got to let us respond, Dame.
Dame. They introduced the bill already. It's already passed Congress.
Thank you.
Okay, so another thing is the Christian Black Church was all about community and civil rights. Okay, in 1975, Christo-fascist white nationalists formed the Seven Mountain group. Okay, they took everything away from our civil rights movement in the church, formulated this group of people. The Speaker of the House is a part of it. Paula White, that pastor, that learned all her stuff from black folks and then betrayed everybody. She's a part of it. But what they're doing is they're pushing for a white Christo-fascist country, basically, more or less. And yet you have your blinders on there. You don't see what they're doing. But you say a lot of black businessmen voted for you. You know something? As I said, I represent a historic black college. Donald Trump came in his first term and zeroed out the funding from historic black colleges, which he recently just did again. The Biden administration has committed $10, $11, $12 billion where we were giving out scholarships left and right and all kinds of funding. Trump comes back in, he's stripping it away again. So how, you don't believe us matriculating through college and becoming positive members of the community is a good thing? But I digress. I'll be quiet. I'm done talking to him. Thank you.
No problem. No, thank you, Dr. Lex. And Dame, I just wanted to add this. You acknowledge that black women are educated and they voted for Kamala Harris. So that should show you that you should go along with them, right? Because they're making the better decision. But you didn't go that way. So that's already, I don't really buy this thing you're looking out for black women when it's really time for the rubber to meet the road, you go in the exact opposite direction. And I get that to you, DEI and all of that stuff is an abstract thing to you. But those are the very principles that the leaders you like to look up to, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of these other very powerful leaders in the black community were fighting for. So you're on the wrong side. And if you open up your eyes and you see, if you want to play, well, I don't buy that there was the party switch and all of that. You don't have to necessarily believe the history. But if you look at what we see going on today, just the other day, what in Ohio, we had the Triple K out there marching. And you know they weren't marching for Kamala Harris.
So just real quick, why don't you kick him out here and let's celebrate Wakanda's birthday?
Well, I'm going to do that, but I want to make sure I say what I got to say, Doc. You get what I'm saying, Dane?
You're really you're really showing historically why we don't stick together right there, man. You're really showing like you got.
No, but am I lying though? Am I lying though that the Triple K?
Bring it, not you, Zeus. You know I respect you, Zeus. But
No, you don't need.
I'm not going to stoop down to your level.
No. Do we at least acknowledge that that's the truth? That the Triple K is voting in the MAGA party right now? Because if
absolutely,
that's
absolutely.
happening.
We hijacked that party. Common sense Americans hijacked that MAGA from racism.
So no, wait. So you agree the Triple K is voting in the party you're voting in?
Absolutely.
Okay, well then case closed. Case closed. Then that's a bridge too far for me because I can't do that. I will never ever stand next to them. Never in my life, bro. Because guess what, Dave? And I had to have this conversation on a serious note. At the end of the day, when they send you into the jail cells, you know what they do? They divide you up by your color. They don't send you over there with them. So never forget where you came from. You get what I'm saying? Okay, because you can sit out there, are you a Trump supporter? We're going to put you over there with MAGA. They're going to go in there and they're going to do exactly what they've been doing. The thing is, you're right. If they give you too much misinformation, you won't pay attention to it. The difference between you and me, and I think Dr. Lex, actually I know, is that what are you doing off the internet? Are you actively pursuing this information? Because if you're just being lazy, you're going to go for the okie doke. You're going to buy the BS. You're going to keep buying what they pushing you because that's what's out there in front of you. But if you actually actively go back and look up the information and you go through the facts, data, and statistics, as I like to say it, you're going to go, oh, these people are feeding me a bunch of lies. And it could be lies on both sides. I'll give you that. But never forget, bro, where you came from. If this all comes crashing down and it turns into what they like to say a CW, think about what side of this you're going to be on. You just put yourself on the opposite of 93% of black women. That's wild. Who you think is going to come for you when you go down and you get down and out, bro, and you need backup? OJ had to learn this. Who you think you're going to have to go to get the help? Ain't nothing changed, bro.
You don't have faith in America like I do, man.
Man,
I don't
trust
me.
Man, I know American history enough to understand. You better go. You're gonna be having to deal with your own kind.
We're in a different time.
Oh, okay.
We got. Guess what, Zeus? A lot of scientists say in about 20 years, everybody in America gonna.
You don't trust scientists because you would have believed them when they said get vaccinated. Stop it. Y'all don't believe in science all of a sudden, bro. Stop it. Yeah, right. I know. Listen, W Zeus in the chat. W Dr. Les. All right, we gotta move it on.
All right. Yeah. They believe in science, and they hired Robert the No Lip Worm.
Thank you, Doctor W. Dr. Lex.
Get Wakanda up here.
All right, we're gonna do Wakanda. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm well past my time slot. All right, and Dame is very respectful, but he knows he got to come to Olympus to get the truth. All right, Wakanda, where are you at? All right, where's Wakanda at? Oh my God, I don't see Wakanda. Hey, Wakanda, are you there? We got to get to the happy birthday. Okay, there she is. All right, and then we're almost out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry to keep you all late, but sometimes you got to do DEI training like that. Good morning, Wakanda. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All righty then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to celebrate another birthday in the kingdom. This has been the first one this year, so thank you, Wakanda, for celebrating it with us. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do.
I heard it was somebody's birthday.
Get the
I
gifts.
heard it was somebody's birthday.
Get the gifts out, ladies and gentlemen. Like the Democrats do.
Yeah, today is your birthday. We gon' say it loud. Today is your birthday. I'm so proud. Today is your birthday. We gon' turn out. Party, get it lit and wild out. Cut the cake and we gon' say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Wakanda! Wow, you all. Wow, Wakanda, look at all the love these people have for you.
Blow the candles like a kiss. Throw a party, everybody bring it cash.
Don't the Democrats have so much fun?
Best day of the year, you can't miss. All my friends is coming in.
Look at Dame, even Dame throwing it in there. Dame knows what's up. Oh yeah.
I'm jumping around.
Hey.
Yeah, up and down. Hey, happy birthday. We gon' sing it now.
Let's go.
Today is your birthday. We gon' say it loud.
Turn up.
Today is your birthday. I know you're so proud. Today is your birthday. We gon' turn out. Party, get it lit and wild out. Cut the cake and we gon' sing.
Happy birthday, Wakanda. Wow. Look at all those people. They love you. We love you. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we were talking about. You can't. This is one of the best shows on TikTok. I mean, I don't get these kind of moments anywhere else. Thank you all for being a part of this. Seriously.
Today is your birthday. We gon' say it loud. Today is your birthday. I know you're so proud. Today is your birthday. We gon' turn out.
They love you, Wakanda. I mean, you are a celebrity here. Wow. Look at that. You can't say black folks don't got it going on, because we got it going on, all right? Seriously. Woo! It looks to kill, right? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All righty then. Thank you, Wakanda, honestly, for celebrating your birthday with all of us here. I mean, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to celebrate it with us. Any plans on the special day? Seriously.
Well, from what I understand, there's supposed to be a music live held by Attacking today.
Oh,
we're just gonna get together, play some music, and just chill with each other.
Thank you.
And spend that time with my family. So
awesome.
You guys are my family, so that's who I'm spending it with.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Wakanda celebrating her birthday with us. Listen, thank you so much, Wakanda. Honestly, have a great, blessed day and stay safe out there, all right? In this country, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my good friend Wakanda. Once again, happy birthday from all of us here in the kingdom, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, that concludes this special broadcast, and we must get up out of here, all right? But before we do, I got to give everybody that participated today a huge round of applause. Without you, the show wouldn't be as entertaining, engaging, and educational, all right? But I also got to give the last round of booze and shame, and you know who this goes out to. This goes to all the Zeus haters out there, and they know exactly who they are. These people know they live in a lie. They know they've been exposed, but they continue to act like we don't see them for what they are, which is a bunch of liars and a bunch of hypocrites. You all voted for Donald J. Trump, and you know you're suffering right now, especially your pocketbooks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send them straight to hell. Gotta get out of here.
Silence, you MAGA.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe in those TikTok streets.
Most handsome in the kingdom.
And I really am the most handsome. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus.
Have a great one, ladies and gentlemen.
When I'm grooving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky, light you up like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm fired than the eagle and
got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new.
You living like a bum.
Get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You a high risk, nicks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing. Let's go. Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Play a hand on the gods, boy, you're such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. There it go, ladies and gentlemen. Like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. So get it, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky, light you up like Zeus. All right, let's do some drill, baby, drill. Y'all want to do some drill, baby, drill, and then we are out of here.
You know she's going to ban fracking, right?
Yeah, she's going to ban fracking. All right, we got the fracking. Oh my gosh.
You know, she was against fracking, against all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, about a year and a half ago, when she was getting killed in the polls,
yeah.
she said, "I like fracking very much." Look,
they always go back to what they want.
They always go back. She can't help it.
Right.
She's a radical left Marxist. She can't help it.
Can't help
but
it.
we're going to end that, and we will frack,
and drill, baby, drill. Thank you. We're going to be drilling so deep.
Drill, baby, drill. We're going to be drilling so deep.
Thank you.
We're going to be for these guys.
Y'all want to do some drill, baby, drill?
We're going to take out so much money. We're going to pay down our
we'll do a little
debt.
drill, baby.
We're going to lower your taxes to insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter.
There you go.
Drill, baby, drill. We're going to frack. Drill, there's a black frack.
Hey! Hit it! You know she's gonna bang.
Up in there, she was
against fracking.
All the stuff, and then all the stuff, and then all of a sudden,
hey, here it goes, hit it. She said, I like fracking very much. Look, they always go back to what they want. They always go back. She can't help it. She's a radical. She can't help it. And we will frack, and drill, baby, drill. You gotta be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen. So deep, we're gonna do for these guys. We're gonna drill. We're gonna take out so much money. We're gonna pay down our debt. We're gonna lower your taxes. Geek, insane asylums. You know they go crazy when I say drill, baby, drill. We're gonna frack. Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Hey. Hit it. I see you, cute dog. Hit it. Hey. We're gonna drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter.
Oh.
They say, why would you mention Hannibal Lecter?
Why?
We're gonna pay down.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna lower your taxes.
Ooh.
Deep insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal. Drill, baby, drill,
Hey, hit it, Reggie. Kabira, my sister, you always got your boys back like that. W Kabira in the chat. I didn't know you were here, but go ahead. Like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter time. We're gonna lower your taxes. Keep insane asylums. You know they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal. How much do you owe on debt? Oh, you owe $2 million on the debt for that house you just bought? All right, we'll pay that off. How much you owe in taxes? $200,000. That's nothing to a boss. Listen, lady. Listen, baby. We're gonna drill like we've never drilled before. We're gonna frack like you wouldn't believe. and we're going to pay off all of your debt and lower, and I do mean this, lower your taxes. All right, you wouldn't believe it, but we're going to do it because you know what? There's so much liquid gold underneath our feet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out of here. Y'all worked me to death this morning, but y'all have a great rest of your morning, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Same Zeus time, same Zeus channel.